Never. Perfect. It's a great bed to put.
Over my nuts today. So go do that. And I love your faces. Enjoy your day. Watch some football or something. All right. No problem. Have a good. Wait. Before I go, Hannah, what is what's the PhD for? What's Baja's PhD for? I was trying to remember it, and I believe it has something to do with biology, right? What was it specifically? Because it's very obviously PhDs are very specific. Reproductive genetics? Is that what it is? Are you fucking with me? Huh? Developmental genetics. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's super cool. Anyway, I was trying to talk about it, but I was like, I don't know what it really is. All right, cool. I love you. All right, cool. I love you.
Hello everyone who just came from actual Jake's stream, and welcome. I hope you're doing well this weekend. I hope Sunday's service was good. I didn't get a chance to check it out except at the very, very end there, but I hope it was a good time. Thank you, Shamrockstar, for 200 bits. Thank you, DGCO, for subscribing for 3 months. Thank you, Webster7765, for the 3-month streak. Welcome, everyone. Wow, this is the quickest hype train in the history of hype trains. So for those of you who haven't been here for this stream before, we do all kinds of stuff on this channel. We cover Sovereign Citizens. We do Chud Watch on Mondays and Fridays, typically, where we do kind of similar to what Jake does with Trash, and that's a lot of fun. But I like to spice it up and do other things as well. This show in particular is called Captain Cringe. And we will do nothing but make ourselves cringe for the next 3 hours or so. So we'll have a good time watching some silly videos together and having a good time. So welcome. Thank you, MW1642 for 100 bits. Sushi Mom 10 with 50 bits. Pride Bits for Pride Taking Back Proud Boys. Oh yeah, I've seen the hashtag Proud Boys thing where they're having gay couples and trying to take back that. That's kind of funny. Winter O'Hare, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak, who says, hey, Hannah, would love to stay, but I'm exhausted after being up for 22 hours. I totally understand. Thanks for stopping by anyway. I hope you enjoy some deep and restful slumber that I'm sure is most earned. Admiral Owl, thank you for 100 bits. Appreciated. 4 a.m. in Australia. What are you doing awake? Go to sleep. It's not worth it for this. We're just gonna watch embarrassing things. It's not gonna be worth being exhausted over. So, today we're gonna be looking at a number of things. We're gonna be looking at something I'm a big fan of, Channel Awesome Cringe. Don't worry, even though it's on Melvin Brother of the Joker, we're not gonna watch it again. I know we've watched that before, and I'm not gonna sit through that again in my entire life, I'm pretty sure. Unless it was for some kind of charity stream. But we have other Channel Awesome Cringe that we can get to. We also have just some of those Curb Your Enthusiasm memes that tend to have a good deal of cringe in them. And then we also have a whole playlist of wedding cringe, which I'm looking forward to, because boy do I like me some wedding cringe. I don't know why. It's not fair, because it's those people's day and they're allowed to do whatever they want, and I hope they're happy, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna laugh at their tacky choices, okay? Bye, Mancer with 100 bits. Getting my ballot ready to mail out today. Good, I'm glad you're getting that done early, so it'll get counted, hopefully. I am DJ Bunny. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Tagium, thank you for following. Grand Falloon 77, thank you for gifting a sub to ICA Phoenix. Appreciated. The worst wedding is with a Confederate flag or camo dresses. Oh boy. Did Jake tell you guys about his brother's wedding? If not, I guess I shouldn't. That's not my place to talk about it, but I'll just say Jake's brother is a good old boy, despite the fact that we live in Michigan. He is There's nothing funny about the two. Very, very that. Kitty Cat Nikki with 100 bits, because I'm excited to be dating women now that I'm single. Hell yeah. Hey, good for you. Oh boy. So what do you guys think? What should we get started with today? Oh, I also pulled up a link to wedding shaming. Here's just there's a whole subreddit for wedding shaming. One of my favorite and the most classic things that's awful that happens at weddings that is not the fault of the people planning the wedding whatsoever. See this lady? Wearing this dress at the wedding? She's not the bride. There are some times when they're, let's just put it, narcissistic crazy people, and they decide to wear what effectively are wedding dresses to other people's weddings. And I don't know if any of you, like, maybe you don't know. I haven't even been to weddings that much. The only wedding I've been to as an adult is my cousin's. The one rule in terms of, like, women's, like, clothing, and this is going to depend on the wedding. Certain weddings are going to have certain dress codes. But the one thing you never do, you never wear a white dress if you're not the bride, okay? Ever. And if I have prevented even one person here from making a huge mistake, then that would be good. Didn't Jake mention that his brother and in-laws are chuds or did a racism? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not super familiar with Jake's brother. I've talked to him, I think, briefly. He helped me move once just because he had a truck available to him. And I'm sure I saw him because Jake, when we started the show like 8 years ago on YouTube, and we were doing that a lot more. There's nothing funny about the tools. Oh, Excessive Observer. Wow, 2,000 bits. Thank you for all of the bits. That's the most bits. You want to come and officiate your wedding? Probably not. There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism. No offense. I don't like being around people I don't know in real life. I barely like being around people I do know. I say that. That's not true. I'm very anxious around other people, even people I know regularly. Like, Ambiguous Samus, thank you for subscribing with a 3-month streak. Hey, Hannah, thanks for all your content. Love the stream. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy it. I like hanging out with my friends a lot, like Jake and Sarah and them. I'm just the worst human being when it comes to initiating contact. So I feel like they probably think I, like, hate them or something. Or maybe they hate me. I don't know. They probably think I'm just this weird, like, hermit person, which is true, but not necessarily because it's my favorite thing. It's just because I cannot make myself go like, hey, do you guys want to hang out? It's very difficult for me to do that, and I don't know why. MMO addicted with 10 bits. My sister-in-law's family called our local press to the wedding, since her grandma is a famous actress. They took a photo of me and her during the reception and thought I married her. Next day we were all over tabloids and we weren't doing anything suspicious, just talking. Who's the famous grandma? If you don't mind, I mean, I guess you probably would have said if you wanted to say. I just find that interesting. Can I get a hint? You have to find an atheist or secular officiant. Yeah. Do you have a friend or something? It's pretty easy to get ordained for that kind of thing. You can do it online in like an hour. And I'm probably being conservative with the amount of time that takes. Fu Manchu with 250 bits. Woo! First Sunday service. Now Hannah. Today is off to a great start. Indeed it is. I hope Sunday service was good. MMO addicted with 10 bits. It's Polish. Ah, okay. It's Polish. Polish. Like it's a Polish celebrity I wouldn't be aware of, or that's the hint. Polish. I don't know. I have no idea. Raznet says, I feel like I have to wait for someone else to initiate conversations, friendships. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta get over it. Like, I don't know. It's a Polish celebrity. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't know then. But yeah, I'm awkward even around people I know well. Like Jake's my oldest friend. We've known each other for a decade now. We've had a business together for most of that decade and interact on a very regular basis, and I still feel awkward around him. I don't know. I don't know. It's just painful to exist. There's nothing funny about Excessive Observer, thank you for gifting a sub to Fu Manchu. Appreciated. Much appreciated. What level of hype are we at? I think we just got another level. Level 3 complete. Nice. Social anxiety gang. Yeah. Is it a gang if we can't even hang out with each other because of said social anxiety? It's less of a gang and more of a light smattering. Hat. Yes. Yes, hat. I gotta get more hats. When we get Hype Train, I do hats. Funny about the tools of Noob Monster, thank you for the 100 bits. Trans rights. Yes, trans rights. I'm already wearing one hat, so this would be... Doon, 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 doon. Captain's hat has to go on top, because that's the theme I decided to go with for the Cringe streams, which I definitely don't regret at all. Because in and of itself, Captain Cringe is pretty fucking cringe. But I did it, so I'll die on this hill. Cryptic Banana with 500 bits. Bitty bits. Thank you. And MMO Addicted with 10 bits. I'm making pan pizza tomorrow. Ideas for toppings. Crazier and more exotic, the better. I'm boring. I just do meats. I just like meatballs and bacon and ham and sausage. I'm not a big fan of pepperoni, though. But you can do pepperoni. I just do the meats. I don't have any really interesting things. Cold Stare, thank you for gifting us up. Oh, God. What's going on in my throat lately? Sorry. Dead air. Social anxiety is following the one friend you know around the entire time. Oh God. Me in high school. That's some embarrassing stuff. I had one friend in high school that I followed around constantly, and I'm sure I annoyed her very much. Especially considering how awful I was in high school. I was a huge dick. I mean, I guess you could say I'm still a dick, but, you know. I don't inflict it upon other people as often outside of this. And being a dick kind of works for the format of being a streamer, so.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Excessive Observer, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. MetaParadox11 says, I used to have pretty bad social anxiety, especially in high school, but years of therapy and meds and participating in niche communities have helped me a lot. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I hope I have it. I hope I am able to have my issues solved at some point. Now I do it professionally, Drew. I'm not a dick. I don't know about that one. You definitely don't know me in real life, so. Want a pizza topping I saw once? Pineapple, banana, kiwi, ham, and curry with tomato sauce and cheese. I can't do the pineapple. I'm not one of those people who, if you have, like, pineapple on pizza, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's disgusting. You're not, like, I don't care. If you like pineapple on pizza, more power to you. Put whatever you want on your pizza. I think ranch dressing on pizza is disgusting, too, but a lot of weird Midwesterners like that for some reason. So, my, school... So many kids were taking ranch to dip their pizza in that they made it a rule that you cannot use ranch to dip your pizza in. It was a very stupid rule. MMO addicted. You're a professional dick with a license from Twitch, so yeah, true. Excessive Observer gifting another sub. Nice. Why are none of these showing up on my sub goal thing? God. It's annoying. I gotta figure out what's wrong with my Streamlabs, that it's not counting, like, gift subs. Because it makes the sub count, you know. Difficult. I'll just have to reset it and then manually put them in after each stream, and that's no fun. That's annoying. 25% of level 5. I didn't expect to do a hype train today at all, because it's like a Sunday. That raid from Jake, that really helped. Old enough to know more better. Thank you for gifting a sub. Yeah, see, it's still not showing up. Like, it says, it shows the thing, like, in, like, it has an alert, but the alert doesn't actually translate to a sub going into the thing. Very strange. I don't know why. It does it sometimes, but not all the time. And I don't know why it does that. What else we got in the terms of the wedding shaming? I just pulled up the top of wedding shaming. I gotta get another hat because I wanted to look at, like, the best wedding cringe stuff.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
A lot of it's probably going to be people wearing wedding dresses to the wedding, or white dresses that look like wedding dresses who aren't the bride. It's a weirdly common occurrence. Ice Kitty 324, 250 bits. Thank you very much. Oh, this is funny. This person sent a card for their wedding that says, as much as we would love for you to attend, sadly our venue cannot accommodate everyone. We are sure to keep you in our hearts in this celebration of love. If you would like to congratulate the bride and groom rather than a registry, they are accepting money to aid in a beautiful honeymoon. Look, I get it. I understand. There's even an episode of The Office where Pam and Jim are just trying to ask people for money instead of, you know, stuff that you might get from a registry. But at least that was for people who were invited to the wedding. I can't imagine getting a letter from someone, or like a non-invitation that says, like, hey, you're not invited to the wedding, but we would love if you would crowdsource our honeymoon. See, now that sub went through. Why does it do it so randomly? What the heck? Excessive Observer, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. See, it went up that time. It's so random when it decides to work. They gotta fix their sub goal thing, or maybe I need to update Streamlabs. I'm not sure. 2 minutes left. 66%. Oh god, this kind of wedding photo, I hate. I hate this so much. It's so not funny. It looked like the oral sex. It's so stupid, and I hate it so much. MMO addicted with 10 bits. I don't get it. Around here, the custom is giving money for the wedding, not gifts unless you're close family. Generally, weddings make up as much as they cost. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Capitalism.
Excessive Observer with the tier 1 sub to Cryptic Banana. Thank you very much for gifting a sub. That one, and that one went up too. Weird how it selectively decides to count subs. Very odd. Guys, Lord of Cringe made a video about the Nostalgia Critic. Oh no. Let me find. Hold on. He's under my Chuds folder. Is it recent? Lord of Patriarchy. Where is a video? Oh god. Why is the AVGN still loved but the Nostalgia Critic isn't? I think he's. I watched part of this. I think he's just commenting on someone else's video, which is fine. But like, yeah. This is an actual video. I think I actually did watch this video, why people still like the AVGN and hate the Nostalgia Critic, and it basically comes down to James Rolfe is like a pretty nice guy in real life, and Doug Walker isn't. Excessive Observer, thank you for gifting another sub. Wow, level 5 complete. That's rad. We haven't gotten a level 5 in a bit. Nice. Thank you, everyone. Let me get another hat. Oh, shit. Captain. Your brother's having his on Halloween where we're gonna wear costumes to the wedding. That sounds fun. That sounds like fun. Does he mold over people not liking the Nostalgia Critic? I don't know. We can watch that real quick. At least scrub through. We're definitely not gonna watch the whole thing, but... all his videos start with just... they just start with weird, gross ASMR.
Alright. This is a video called Why Many Still Like AVGN but hate the Nostalgia Critic. I can give you 2 guesses off of the top of my head as to why. One, the whole change the channel doc didn't help.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the main reason. People don't like Doug for 2 reasons. The change the channel thing, which if you don't know, look into it. Basically, it turned out that a lot of people from Channel Awesome were being abused by the higher-ups in terms of their treatment, and there was also a lot of misconduct, sexual and otherwise, going on in the organization that was being swept under the rug. And the second thing that people hate him for is he's just not funny and a pretty big egotist. So those are the reasons.
But I think it's because Doug oversaturated the critic. James Rolfe kind of kept AVGN sparingly here and there.
That's actually a fair point. I could see that. Nostalgia Critic, I think, comes out like, let me see. Oh, gosh. Channel Awesome. I think Nostalgia Critic either comes out once a week or every 2 weeks. It used to be every week. I think it might be every 2 weeks now. I haven't watched Channel Awesome stuff in quite a long time. Twilight Tober Zone. That's a stretch of a thing, but okay, whatever. Let's see. There's a Detective Pikachu from a week ago, 2 weeks ago. No, he's still doing every week, it looks like. And that's so many reviews. Like, even if you like the Nostalgia Critic, I used to as a kid. I don't anymore, because I just don't think his style of humor has evolved and it hasn't aged very well. I liked it when I was in middle school, though, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, kids like dumb stuff, and Doug was there for disposable entertainment, and that's great, and that's fine. But, like, continuing that on for, like, more than a decade, it gets old, and people don't like that, even beside all the misconduct and the egotism that shines through in the reviews. Does he only do reviews? Like, what do you mean? He does the Nostalgia Critic, but he also does other stuff, like he'll review movies as his real self, too. But, anyway, I don't necessarily need to see what Lord of Cringe thinks about that. Like, I think we all understand why people don't like the Nostalgia Critic very much. Oh god, what's this wedding cringe? Hold on, let me get the volume up.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
You're not going to say my son has flaws.
There's a reason Fred and Nigaya aren't the biggest channels on YouTube anymore. I don't even recognize the second one. Ooh, NB Gamer says, yo, I might have pink eye. That's not good. Have you considered not getting poop in your eye? That sucks, though, for real. I'm sorry.
You can leave. No, I don't have to leave. That dress you're wearing, we paid for.
Let's calm down.
It's it looks like the mother of the groom is screaming at the bride during the wedding. Don't do that.
You're not going to ruin my
You
day.
are not going to say my son has flaws.
Wow.
Everybody has flaws, and that's why I love them. You can leave, Judy.
Like you don't have flaws.
You can get out of my wedding now.
I'm not leaving. That dress you're wearing, I paid for. Get out. I'm not getting out. Try it, and I'll have you arrested.
Tony, get her out of here. This is not right.
This is not. Let's respect the wedding.
I'm not leaving. You show.
Fun fact. If someone asks you to leave their wedding, you have one option. You leave the wedding as quickly as possible. Period. Don't argue. Even if they're in the wrong. It doesn't matter. Why create a scene? Actually, here's a good rule for life. If someone tells you to leave a certain location and they are in charge in that location, leave the location. And during a wedding, the bride and the groom have that discretion as far as I'm concerned.
Let's just calm down. Hey, we don't need this.
This is why.
We don't need this.
I don't want to hear these flaws about my
All
son.
right.
And I can't wait for him.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, so they have signs that say Corona sucks. COVID won't stop
There's
us.
nothing funny about
And then
the
there's
tools of
signs that
capitalism.
say marriage lives matter. These people. Holy white. Yeah, no kidding. What idiots. This person says, I was just in an Uber pool with a couple going to their wedding and they had the audacity to be mad at me for joining the pool even though they chose Uber pool on their wedding day. Let's see what else we have. Oh no, here's another situation. This person says this girl looks absolutely gorgeous, stunning in every other word for perfect, but she is not the bride. You had one job to keep with one rule and still. And it's like, it's not even just like, I hate it in these situations where it's not even like a mistake, right? Maybe someone's just really stupid or someone's really oblivious and they wear maybe a dress that's like off-white, but it's not really a wedding dress cut. It looks very... This is like a frilly wedding dress. This looks... I would be shocked if the listing for this online, this dress didn't explicitly call it a wedding dress. And this lady thinks she can go to someone else's wedding in this dress. Absolutely ridiculous. What else? What else? Bride urges guests to Uber to her wedding in order to avoid quarantine police. Wedding update. The restaurant and garden where the wedding was going to be has canceled on us. This was 6 months ago. So earlier in the COVID thing than we are now. So backyard wedding at my parents' house instead. We'll text everybody this as well, along with the address. Wedding update 2. Since parking in the neighborhood is limited, we ask that as many people carpool or Uber as possible on the day. Uber may be even more preferable, especially if you want to drink. Plus, taking an Uber means you may be able to help some people who can't work right now make some money. Oh my god. Also, we don't want any neighbors to see the cars and call the quarantine police. And this person says, this is so irresponsible. Please consider all the lives you are putting in danger by hosting a large gathering. And the bride posts a gif of Regina George from Mean Girls saying, shut up. Look, I get it, guys. I understand. I totally understand that, like, COVID fucked up a lot of people's plans, especially if you had a big event planned like a wedding. But the fact is, it did fuck it up. And you gotta deal with that like an adult. Like, you cannot endanger other people's lives for this. I know Baja has some friends, for instance, who were supposed to get married, like, in the last month or so. But you know what? They put off the wedding. They put off the wedding because there's a pandemic going on. Anyway, what else? Oh, this is just a funny comic. It's a good Are the Straights Are Okay comic. Lady at a wedding, the groom, the bride, and there's handcuffs for the O's in the groom. And then the thing is the woman dragging the groom. Game over. I am trapped for the rest of my life. Haha. And there's someone forcing you to do this. That's my least favorite wedding thing. Is when, like, people do a theme or they act in their photos or at all like, haha, the groom doesn't actually want to get married. Guys, that's so cringe. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. It feels like the subtext of these jokes is that they're not actually jokes, and it's so gross. This is why so much boomer humor is based on hating your wife because they married way too young and don't feel like that it's okay to divorce.
There's nothing funny about
This person has, hay bale urinal for my wedding in a few weeks. Chasing one round of hay. How would that even work? How would that work? If you get enough people, the pee is just gonna flow right out of that thing. That's disgusting. Who's gonna dispose of a giant piss-filled bale of hay? MMO addicted with 10 bits. I've been planning a trip driving around the States for like 4 years. What did I do? I canceled it. Not touching the States with a long pole for at least a year. Yeah. And that's the reasonable adult thing to do. Oh, here's wedding photos of Carol Baskin and her second husband. Remember Tiger King? Feels like 10 years ago. Oh, look. Oh, God. Look at this one. It's not even just dragging him away. It's dragging him away from Davidia. Oh, no. Hey, word of advice. If your husband is such a man-child that he can't put down Call of Duty and the Xbox for one day for your wedding, probably don't marry that dude. Just saying. I'm addicted with 10 bits. That leashed guy looks like Mitch McConnell. Tell me otherwise. He does look like Mitch McConnell. You're right. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the bride in the middle. And then there's this lady on this side with the white dress. This is terrible. And you know why this is terrible? I don't know these people and their faces are covered, so I can say this. This lady's wedding dress is way cuter. Like, you don't wear a wedding dress to someone else's wedding. You're gonna show them up. Like, look at this dress. That's a cute-ass dress. This dress is a little more reserved. I'm sure it looks nice on her, and that's her choice, and it's her wedding, and that's great. But, like, if you showed me this picture and you're like, there's someone in this picture who's the bride. If you didn't have the guy in the tux right here, I'd probably think it was her. Because her wedding dress looks more traditional wedding dressy, or more modern traditional, I should say. I guess this looks more traditional. This looks more, like, modern. I don't know. Don't wear a white dress to people's weddings, people. It's really, really messed up. Oh, this one's terrible. Got married on a Friday because Saturdays are for the boys. This photo has cursed energy, in my opinion. I don't like it.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
MMO addicted with 10 bits. Speaking of, here's Mitch McConnell's sex tape. I'm assuming this is 2 turtles getting it on. I cannot show animals banging it out on Twitch. That's TOS.
Right, capitalistic propaganda.
Your mom's friend. Thank you for following. Oh god. Yeah, here's more cake toppers that are like this. How is we don't even want to be married an entire genre of wedding cake topper? That's interesting. They actually have a bride running away from the groom one. That's actually a mix-up. You don't see that very often. I hate it. I hate it so much.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Welcome, Daddy Sume. MMO addicted. There's just one turtle there in a shoe. I've seen the video. I still don't think I'm not going to risk that one. It's a turtle humping a shoe. I have seen it. It was on Tosh.0 years ago. Iron Q Bolt. Thank you for your 3-month streak. 3 months. Woot. Am I dressing up for Halloween? I don't know. Where would I go? Where would I go? Actually, we're doing a Halloween stream. I know we talked about it. Baha and I have a plan for a couple's costume, but I don't know if we're going to end up doing it. I'll have to see if we can find cheap stuff, but we're trying to save money right now for me to move and to be able to hire movers, hopefully. She lives an hour and a half away, and it would take multiple trips to move all my furniture, and I don't want to do that. And I don't know how to drive a U-Haul or how to pack things properly. Oh yeah, this is a thing too. Some people have been doing like centerpieces at their wedding with fish. Okay? Don't do this. The fish die. Don't kill fish for your stupid centerpiece. Are you selling your house? No, I'm gonna rent it out. I'm gonna be a dirty, dirty landlord. What else? Would you guys be okay with a T-Rex at your wedding? Bridesmaid shows up in a T-Rex costume for her sister's wedding after bride told her to wear whatever she wants. I mean, I assume in that case it's probably like they were in on the... I feel like that's probably not a decision you make unless you already know your sister's gonna be fine with that. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. James, it's too late to run, because here she comes. Oh god, it's another one, but it's the ring bearer having to wear a thing. Jesus Christ. Mother of the groom on the... Oh, this is gross. This is so gross. Here's a wedding, and the mother of the groom wore a wedding dress to her own son's wedding. That's like some, what's the opposite of an Oedipal complex? Whatever the opposite of an Oedipal complex is. That's the energy this image has.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Anonymous cheer, thank you for 10 bits, and Webster7765 with 20 bits. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to figure out how to give you bits. Well, thank you. I appreciate you figuring it out. Electra complex. Okay. I thought that was when like a daughter wanted to bang their dad. I guess it would still just be... Well, did Oedipus's mom have a name in Oedipus Rex? I read that in high school, but I don't remember. Was she just called, like, Oedipus's mother? Supidio? Was that her name? So that'd probably be that. Anyway. Oh yeah, we got people with wedding face masks that look like they were made by cutting a bra cup up. I'm thinking about Alabama. Doon 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 doon. Got an invitation to my cousin's wedding. She's getting married to the man I was engaged to. He cheated with her. My aunt, cousin's mom, is trying to convince me to go to the wedding because family is all we have. Oh, God. This one was actually, I thought, kind of cute. The wedding video editor just put this in. You know, it's like a shot from the Muppets movie where they're all getting married. You shouldn't do that without people's permission, but I think it's a little cute. That's something that if someone put that in my wedding video, I'd be like, okay. I like the Muppets, though, so. Oh, that's just a poor photography choice. He looks like he's got an ear head. Oh God, both her and her husband got COVID at the wedding. Yeah, deserve that, don't they? Oh God, is that Jake Paul? Yikes. I did not take pictures on my son's wedding day, so this is for the cookie table. So many leftovers. Invited 148, only had 86. People are still afraid, but we had a beautiful day. Well, yeah, that's gonna happen. If I was invited to a wedding that ended up happening over COVID, over, like, you know, this year, basically, past March, and they kept it going, I wouldn't wanna go to the wedding. All right, let's see some wedding cringe on YouTube. Oh, is Baja there? Did she hear somewhere? I see people saying hello to her, but I don't see her name. Oh, there we go. Hello. Did you make it home all okay? I would assume so, based on the fact that have you? Wow, has it been that long since you left already? It doesn't feel like it. That's surprising. Anyway, here's some more wedding cringe on YouTube.
We didn't want a normal wedding, you know. And since we're, you know, anime people, your wedding is supposed to reflect who you are, and we decided, you know, we love Inuyasha, so why not do an Inuyasha wedding?
I really don't care for
See,
dress.
I don't find this cringe, right? I find other people, like, wearing white to your wedding cringe, or certain other things like the idea of, like, oh, the husband doesn't really want to get married, haha, joke. That's cringe. People just having a theme wedding that you don't like, that's not cringe, right? If they both like Inuyasha enough that they both agree to have a wedding themed after it, that's not cringe. That's two people who found each other who like a thing enough to make that the theme of their day. That's cool. Oh, it's cringy because the anime relationship is based on abuse? Okay, I didn't know that. I don't watch anime.
And he doesn't like wearing suits.
Like, I could see, I even like comic books, but imagine if someone did like a Joker Harley Quinn themed wedding. Like, that would be fucked.
And like he said, a wedding is supposed to be a reflection of the bride and groom. There's no law that says you have to wear a white dress and you have to have a white cake and all that. So we just thought we were both really big Inuyasha fans, so why not have an Inuyasha themed wedding? It's a little more difficult because some of the things are harder to find. Like for cake toppers, we can't find anything, so we found a little Inuyasha and Kikyo figurine to put on top instead, because nobody makes anime cake toppers.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much the same as a regular wedding. It's the same stressful. Oh, my parents, I think they thought it was really cool because my mom, she likes anime too. She's into Bleach and all those other shows.
Half the people who make cringe compilations on YouTube just think people, like, not being what we would consider, like, traditionally attractive, they think that's cringe. Or people being... that annoys me. I don't like that kind of cringe, right? And, like, these are two people who are furries getting married. I don't think this is cringe. If it makes you cringe, that's your business, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I don't care. Why do I care if two people who like to wear fursuits are getting married? It's none of my business. It makes them happy. I'm happy for them. MMO Addicted with 10 bits. Joker and Harley wedding. One of the bridesmaids dresses up as Poison Ivy, kisses the bride instead, and they bolt away on a bike. I want to go to that wedding. Oh, does the mouth move on the officiant? Holy shit. Some of these furries, man, the stuff they get on their suits. Like, look, it's got a moving mouth. Although this definitely seems more this one's idea than this one, because this is like a full fursuit. This is just like a pajama animal thing. So I wonder if there was any sort of coercion that went into this decision. I hope not.
Jonathan, to express your commitment towards Kelly, would you please present him with his call?
Danny Sume says, I return once more and see the call of my people.
To express your
You know those two? No way. There's no way you know these two particular individuals in this video. Zero chance. I don't believe you.
Please present him with his car. By the power invested in me by the fandom, I now pronounce you a committed mates.
Like, I don't think this is cringe at all. I get it. Is it unique? Yeah, I understand that. But, like, if it makes them happy, I don't care. I just think it's cute that there's two people who are both into this thing, and they found each other, and that's cute. Ooh, Faygo. We got some Faygo. Is this Michigan? Is this Michigan confirmed, or is this a Juggalo wedding? It could be either.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Andrew Dickerson with 10 bits. You may yiff the bride. The fact that I didn't think of that is proof that I shouldn't be the one on camera. Everyone in chat should be. You guys are consistently making better jokes than me, and I hate it. You may yiff the bride. Oh no.
Stephanie, that's your cue. Let's go, Mama. I thought it was a flower girl. Come on. Oh yeah, flower girl, go.
And again, this is like someone's low-budget wedding, and that's fine. I don't care. Oh, Juggalo. It's a Juggalo wedding. Confirmed. Juggalo wedding confirmed. Daddy Sume with 10 bits. I've always been open about my furriness. I don't have a suit, but I am furry doggo and a big cuddly bear. I'm very happy for you. So why no suit? Is that just a personal preference thing, or is it an expense thing? Like, if you won the lottery tomorrow, would you buy a fursuit? Or is it just like you're just not interested? It could also be in Michigan. No, this dude's wearing Juggalo makeup. This is a 100% a Juggalo wedding.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
MMO addicted. It's statistics, Hannah. There was, what, 151 of us? One of us is bound to be funny? Yeah, but I think it should be me if it's any of us. If you had the money, you'd get a fursuit. Right on. The suits are at least 6,000? Jesus. I just buy a used car.
Hey, you're supposed to throw those things.
Hey, I'm the 40-year-old.
Interesting that it looks like the officiant is in Juggalo makeup, but neither of the groom or bride are.
Gosh, I've never even got married before.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Daddy Sume with 10 bits. I might buy a suit, but I would never wear it. It's a sweaty MF, and those things look uncomfortable as F. I would build my own sex dungeon bar business first. Oh, okay. Didn't expect that last sentence, but hey, go for it. MMO addicted with 10 bits. We'll start a fund for your suit if you don't make a Rickroll for the next 2 years. Fundraiser. That would be funny. Baja Blast. I'm not saying it isn't Juggalo. I'm saying it could be a Juggalo marriage in Michigan. Oh, definitely. They had a whole bunch of Faygo. But, like, maybe that was their expense. Maybe they were like, hey, we're having a Juggalo wedding. We better what's the word? We better splurge and get some Faygo off the internet. Do they sell Faygo in places other than the Midwest? Like, can I get a Faygo in California, or do you have to order it online? My city has a very surprising lack of BDSM bars in it. Okay. Go to a bank and get a loan. Show them there's a gap in the market. What's Faygo? Okay. If you don't know. So Faygo is a brand of soda. And you know what? I'll even call it because it's from here. It's a brand of pop. It's a brand of soda from Michigan. They have a whole bunch of flavors. They're usually fruit flavors. So we have pineapple, we have pineapple watermelon, peach. There's a whole bunch of different ones. This is rock and rye. They also have a disgusting cotton candy flavor. The grape, they have red pop. Some of it's okay, you know. Hey, Baja, does red pop kill you? Because I know you're allergic to artificial strawberry. So, like, if you drink a drink of red pop, do you die? MMO addicted. Okay, you say Fago, and as I know not what it is, my mom goes to the F slur, and it's unnerving. Like, what did Hannah say? Oh, yeah, nope. It's a brand of pop, which I can say for Fago because it is indeed from the Midwest. It's distributed in the Midwest and the South, not the West Coast, though. Okay. Pop. Yeah, I don't call soda pop. I call it soda like a normal human being. But yeah, it's associated with juggalos. People are into the insane clown posse. It's like part of their fandom. So that's why when I saw like 2 liters of Fago in this video, I was like, is this a juggalo wedding or a Michigan wedding? Or both? Everything is Coke. That's the worst answer. That's my least favorite thing. Like, you can argue whether or not it's pop or soda, right? I think soda makes more sense, but like, if you're gonna call it pop, that's fine. I don't really care, memes aside. But all you people in the South who are calling every form of soda Coke, you're ridiculous and you need to stop. What are you doing? It's objectively not that. It's not Coke. It's a Sprite or a Dr. Pepper or a Pepsi. It's not Coke unless it's Coke. Donkey Kong musical cringe? Well, that's very specific. MMO addicted with 10 bits. I remember that bit you did with Jake's ages ago translating Michiganderite to actual colonialist English. Hold on. Someone says, it's Coke. No, it's not. Okay, let me show you what Coke is, okay? This is a Coke. Okay? See how it says Coca-Cola? This is a Coke. This is a Coke. You can even say like a Coke Zero or a Diet Coke is a Coke. But even then, you're going to want to specify.
There's nothing funny about the
now, every other soda that is not this is either a soda or a pop. If you're from the Midwest and for some reason talk like that. It's liquid corn syrup, true. You gotta get that, ooh, poll. What do you call soda? The right answer. Soda. Vote. Oh my god. Oh, 2 people saying Coke. You're all disgusting. Soda pop. It's gosh darn soda pop. That would. Let's bring us all together and just start calling it soda pop again. In Washington, it's pop too. Disgusting. Reporting poll for lacking options. Soda is blowing it out of the water because it is correct. You call it a soft drink? That's fine. That's fine. I am fine with soda, pop, soft drink, basically anything that isn't Coke, because Coke is just the only answer that is objectively wrong. Like, wouldn't it bother you if I went and I was like, I would like a Pepsi, please? Funny about the tools of and then you're like, oh, here you go. And I go, oh, I didn't mean a Pepsi, I meant a Sprite Pepsi. Like, it's ridiculous and makes no sense. It's not a Coke, unless it's Coca-Cola. Soda wins with 69% of the vote.
There's nothing funny about
nice.
the tools of capitalism.
Noob monster. I've never heard anyone call something like a Sprite a Coke. It's more like if someone asks you want a drink, you might say a Coke to indicate you want any sort of cola, like Dr. Pepper or Coke. Possibly people might say there are Cokes in the outside fridge and mean a variety of soda. That's stupid. It's very, I don't like it. I don't like the vernacular. Change your entire way of speaking to suit my personal preferences, please. Obo-Wan with 100 bits. Soda is a beverage. Pop is an onomatopoeia. Coke is something rich people snort and poor people get arrested for smoking. How do you care about this, but pineapple on pizza is whatever? Because pineapple on pizza is just a topping on a pizza. Pop and soda... Fine, that's a fun debate, but Coke is objectively wrong, and if you say it, you're wrong, and I have no respect for you. Anyway, what's this? So we have someone dressed up as Donkey Kong, and someone dressed up as... It's supposed to be King K. Rool. They fall off the stage. Good job, guys. That's funny.
I object.
Alright, take this young lady, be your wife.
For the record, even though we're making fun of the whole, like, juggalo thing, hey, they're having a good time. I don't care. Good for them. They spray each other with Faygo. That's funny. I'm glad they had a good time. I hope they're still married. And aren't addicted to meth. Weirdly, I think the still married is more likely than the not addicted to meth. And there's a 50% divorce rate. So, magnets, how do they work? Woot woot! That's what the juggalos say.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Marriages, how do they work? I gotta mute this because of the music playing. Again, I'm not gonna laugh at people for being furries. Like, it's fine. I don't care. They're not hurting anyone. Wow, look at all these people in their fursuits. Oh, gotta mute it because of the music. Again, it's just people in fursuits. It's not something I would do, but I also don't care. So, oh, we got another juggalo wedding.
Yeah. As I fucked that bitch in my tent last night. Oh. Woo woo.
Okay, let's find a different wedding.
This is an old video, but this shit's a classic. This wedding is so bad that I think it should have made weddings illegal. Just straight up outlaw marriage across the country because this shit was so fucking abominable.
Oh god, this has music in it. Is it bad? I'll speed it up slightly. That'll probably help with the music thing. Scalies equal furries? Or is that supposed to be a not equal? Those are scalies, not furries? Is there an umbrella term for, like, all people who are, like, scalies and furries? Because clearly there's a relation there, you know what I mean?
The singer here's got the...
Cascadia93 with 10 bits. I hate being cringe for simply existing. It's approaching bigotry levels. Furries literally have been targeted by Nazis and chemical weapons. Yeah. I don't get it either. I don't care. Who cares? Let people do the thing that makes them happy. They're not hurting anyone. Anthros. Okay, that makes sense.
Voice of an angel, goddamn, hitting those notes beautifully. It honestly sounds like the singer is smoking a pack of cigarettes in between each line. And as the performance goes on, it gets worse and worse and more raspy, as if she's trying to fucking lubricate her fatiguing vocal cords with nails as she gargles them. Now, if you're of the older generation, you'll recognize the song as Crazy Bitch by Buckcherry. Now, the audience here was certainly not expecting this. Look at the child's face. Pure disgust, and the father's panicking. The expression on the kid's face really says it all. It looks like he just walked in on his parents having sex, or he's smelling a really abhorrent fart. But it's worse because he's actually watching his aunt...
Oops.
Susie get down and dirty while the song blares about getting fucked. And the dad certainly wasn't expecting to have the birds and the bees talk about where babies come from with his boy.
Wow, this guy's like... I like the way this guy explains this.
During the wedding, but shit, that has changed now. Aunt Susie has forced that conversation.
You're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. All night, scratches all down my back, give me right on night.
Confusion sets in amongst the crowd, and for good reason. I don't think anyone...
Weddings that are like furries don't make me cringe, because I don't care. People can do what they want. What does make me cringe is anyone who makes I fuck the center of literally anything, up to and including a wedding, including like this, where her walking down the aisle to a song that's basically just the, guess what folks, I have the sex. Like, alright, we get it, bud.
Would expect a wedding to be like this. This is less of a wedding and more of like a strip club routine. But in this setting, there's no dollar bills flying, just tears from your relatives. I'm honestly surprised the wife is even in a white dress. I was expecting her to be walking down the aisle in a fucking leather jacket.
I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
Gotta respect the low get down right there, and then she points at what I'm assuming is one of her relatives. Yeah, this ass is shaking for you, Uncle Eric. It's also possible she's pointing at you, the viewer watching this, telling you that you need to go to twitch.tv/moistcritical.
I don't like WAP. That's okay because it's self-aware. And it's like a song. There's songs about doing it all the time. Like, that's fine. That's a completely different thing. It's when you, like, put that in your wedding as, like, a centerpiece that I'm like, oh. And also, WAP just slaps, so that also gives it a pass.
Follow the daily streams, you pussy. I'll link that as a pinned comment below.
Take it all, maybe we should keep on back with babe. Another one I paid it for. Don't you stop.
Honestly, I think she pulled a muscle getting down like that, because then her enthusiasm for the art of dancing really goes out the window. She starts fucking noodle arming her arms. She doesn't really start throwing her ass in a circle again or anything like that. It becomes very stiff and robotic movements, so I think she may have overexerted herself during the chorus. Which is an absolute goddamn shame. I was excited for when she finally made it to the groom where she looks towards the crowd and just flashes her tits at everyone for the big finale. But she must have just run out of energy.
Yeah, true. Which is weird, because even a lot of the Psalms, some of those get a little saucy, so...
Yeah, it looks about what you'd expect. That looks about right. Bunch of biker bandanas up there. Even the man who's going to pronounce the man and wife is wearing a biker bandana, so he's part of the same biker gang. It looks actually very cute with them in suits like that and kind of dressed up. It makes them look a lot more sensitive, so these aren't the Hell's Angels. These look like the Hell's Vegans right now. And I respect that. I respect...
Let me see if I can find some other... Ooh, proposal rejections. Yep. Get ready for a proposal rejection compilation. That's related to wedding cringe. Oh, God. Oh, that's gotta be staged. That looks so staged. Oh god, I misspelled wedding in the title. It turns out the real cringe was coming from inside the stream. Hold on, let me figure out a way to fix it. Oh yeah, 1D. I'm nailing it. Update. Hopefully that should fix it. Wait, did I have an extra E too? I didn't even notice that if I did. Genius. No, just missed a D. Okay, cool.
Alright, well, I have a letter I would like to read right now. It says, Dear Ellen, there's only one thing I love more than your show. It's my beautiful girlfriend. Like every relationship, we've had our ups and downs.
Oh god, it's on Ellen too, so it's like triple cringe.
Which is I give everyone so much, but
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Iron Q-Bolt with 50 bits. Let's be honest though, people who put their partners into public high-pressure situations like that are a-holes. I agree. Public proposals, unless very specifically you and your partner have talked about it, and they're like, I want a very public proposal. Do it out in the open where tons of strangers can see. Then it's fine. But if they haven't literally said something exactly like that, don't do it. Do not do that to people.
This is a surprise to your girlfriend Jody, so go get to it.
Jody, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I love you to death.
This means they decided to put this on the... Can I just point out, like, the Ellen show is pre-recorded. It's not live. They could have edited this out and chose not to. That's so messed up.
I want you to marry me.
Ah!
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
This one hurts. Cleanse for you, it's not TOS. You may like it. Being a nerd. Oh, fictional starship size comparison. I think I've seen that before, but yeah, we can watch it later. That's right, baby. I'm gonna propose to you in the food cart of the mall. Most romantic place in the world. Oh no. Oh god, they're even turning this person around to see the proposal. Ah! Oh, just turn him around. Turn him around. Turn him around. That makes it weirdly way more awkward. We turned around Grandpa to see the proposal. He's 103, and nothing makes him happy. And now he had to see someone get rejected at a wedding proposal.
Brutal. It's alright, man. It's alright. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Just totally got turned down.
That's so sad.
Oh.
Mate, now, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We have one person in the crowd I'm going to call upon right now to come up here. His name is Peter, and he has something he wants to tell you all. Peter, come up, champ.
Oh God, is this like the footy
Hold
show?
on.
I assume it's a show
What is it you'd
about
like to say?
Right, happy
football.
birthday.
European football.
Yeah, I just got a special girl here tonight.
Oh, we're going to get her up too. What's her name?
Catherine.
Catherine, come up. Yeah. No, Catherine's got to stand right there. She's a good sort.
She is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh God, Baja says my ex always said he was going to propose to me with a flash mob. No wonder how many times I told him that would be awful. Yeah, that sounds about right.
About punching above your own weight.
Yeah, we've been together about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to sort of go the next step. So
Which is?
Asking her to be my wife.
I'll hold that for you, mate.
Aussies, sorry. I don't know accents. Have you heard me try and do an Australian accent for the D&D character I play in the other campaign I DM? It's not a good time.
All right. Big loud voice.
Catherine, will you make me the happiest man on earth and be my wife?
This is sped up.
Just say yes. Say yes. And we'll just,
Ooh, that's
that
a
hasn't
bad
gone
one.
that well. No.
I told my mum to record it. Well, call Dad, make sure he doesn't record it.
All right, we'll do that. And good on you, mate. Didn't go that well. But hopefully it comes out for you, mate, and goes good. All right, we'll go to a break and come back more of the footy show. How good's that?
Fire trap. See, he would win. It's that simple. Margaret, will you marry me?
See you later, Cascadia.
You were the sweetest guy, and I love you so much. But I can't marry you.
Play the music. Well, I guess that's the wedding I will be DJing.
That was a terrible. You truly make me the happiest person on earth.
That's gotta be fake. Because he flopped like crazy. Getting hit by a tiny ukulele isn't gonna destroy you like that. Oh no, don't hire a cheap DJ because your wedding could become a disaster like this. Wait, is there a song in this? Yeah, I can't. Groomsmen object during wedding ceremony. Ah!
Into such a union you have come now to be joined, if either of you or if anyone else present knows any just cause why this marriage should not take place, I ask that you make it known at this time or remain silent from here on after.
Dustin, you can't marry Kristen. Otherwise, you're going to stay at our house and have sleepovers and PJ parties.
Dustin, you can't put a ring on the finger. Because when you do, you won't be able to feel like a man. You make your squat on the pop.
Dustin, I don't think you guys should get married because once you put that ring on her finger, no more Xbox, sir.
Me no want married cause me want play Xbox. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Dustin can't marry her. I thought he was married at the gym.
Big D, you can't get married, because then it turns into a no flex zone. You can't go get ripped because Kristen don't know how to sew, bro.
Are straight people okay?
Dustin, you can't marry Kristen. Friend, don't marry that first girlfriend. Now, besides the groomsmen, is there anyone else?
Yikes. Okay, that's probably enough wedding cringe.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Can you play this in memorandum of all those rejected people? What is it? If it's a licensed song, then no. Oh god. Is this gonna get me DMCA'd?
I sing for you.
Okay, that's all I can deal with of Yakuza. Yeah, the wedding stuff is bad. The wedding stuff is always very, very embarrassing. I'm gonna speed this up. I've never seen Stargate. I guess it's good. I haven't seen any of it, though. None of the movies, none of the shows, nothing.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
There better be some 40K in there. I mean, it's a long video. There probably are. The Millennium Falcon weirdly didn't feel that big to me in the movies, but I guess it must be. Ooh, the Planet Express ship is bigger than the, oh, that makes sense. They do a lot of stuff in the Planet Express ship. Wow, the original Enterprise is not that big. That scale's gotta be wrong. There's no way the Enterprise is this small. It has a crew of like 200 people. And I get it's supposed to be kind of submarine-y and that everyone has relatively small quarters and stuff, but I don't know. That seems small. I mean, I know it's no Enterprise D, but like I feel like it's bigger than that. Wait, is Atlantis and Stargate Atlantis a ship? Not, I don't know anything about Stargate. It's a ship, it's a station. Okay, I guess I assumed it was actual Atlantis for some reason. I wish this was like an interactive program. I could like put different ships next to each other to see the difference. Dude spanking dudes with 10 bits. Can I show you an island tour and you can mute it since I think seeing people's beautiful islands is a cleanse? I'm not doing another cleanse after this one. Not for quite a while. Ugh.
There's nothing funny about the
Oh, there's a Warhammer thing. There you go. As a future cleanse, sure. Wow, seeing like the Enterprise D down here next to an executor, that's ridiculous. Look at that. I didn't realize there was that big of a size discrepancy. Even between like the Enterprise D and like a normal Star Destroyer, that's bonkers. It makes sense. Star Wars universe is more advanced than Star Trek, but I guess I never thought about it. Did I see Jake say eating the rich is vegan? I did see him say that.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
The Executor has a crew in the thousands and tens of thousands of memory serves. It's literally a floating metropolis. Yeah, that's crazy. How big is the Death Star gonna be on here? I don't know how big the Death Star is. I know it's the size of like a small moon. Oh, going up to it, I guess.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
That's the first Death Star. I know the second one's bigger. 2-Man 642 in Stargate, the gods are revealed to be aliens, and Atlantis was a spaceship. Gotcha. Need more hats. Jeez, Destiny has huge ships.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Wonder how big the Death Star is? Death Star taps Hannah on the shoulder. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've never played the Halo games. I didn't realize they had ships that were literally bigger than the Earth.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Wow. Okay. It's interesting. They're bigger than Mercury and the moon. Yeah, that's nuts. Dyson sphere. Yeah. Alright, let's do some channel awesome cringe, I guess. Wasn't there the... Oh, God.
Really?
So, one time he was reviewing Master of Disguise, and there was a fart joke in Master of Disguise that wasn't very funny, but it happened multiple times, and Doug made a bit out of it, and it wasn't funny.
Insane. Am I?
Star Trek didn't invent the Dyson sphere, I'm aware, but I think they were using the Dyson sphere from Star Trek, weren't they? Or is that just the first thing my brain went to?
Oh my god! It was actually funny again! I'm not even joking, that joke actually
again this time around. It's like for all the terrible humor going on in this movie, there's a fascinating journey of this one joke and like the peaks and valleys it's taking and the evolution. It's actually kind of fascinating. Fart joke, how do you do it?
It is all part of the journey. I simply go wherever the golden path may take me.
Well, I certainly look forward to what you discover next, Fart Joke.
Peace be the humor.
Cool runnings to you too, Fart Joke.
I was going to throw him off a cliff. Instead, I think I'll have him kill you.
Now, Fart Joke, I have to admit, that last one wasn't as funny as the other ones.
Do not worry, critic. It is as I have said before. The journey of the fart joke must flow wherever the wind may take it.
Well, I really hope your journey doesn't end here, Fart Joke. I'd love for you to keep exploring the possibilities of this realm.
So do I, critic. So do I. Now, I must continue my travels.
Sarsaparilla.
Godspeed, Fart Joke. Godspeed. Hoya! He knocks him out by lightly tapping the side of his head, and he falls into the pool.
Is he dead?
The Bowman, he make this stinky.
Who's your daddy?
Fart Joke. Fart Joke, that last one was terrible.
I know, critic. I know. But clearly my journey is over, as my smelly time in this world has come to an end.
Fart Joke, no! We've had such an incredible journey together! You've totally changed my outlook on what foul humor is capable of!
Critic, wise man once said, when the story is over, close the book.
Did you just quote the first Herbie movie?
Maybe. Goodbye, my friend. And remember, I am the breaking of the wind.
No, Fart Joke, no! You can't leave yet! There's so much more you can teach me! Fart Joke! Fart Joke! Goodbye, Fart Joke. I'll remember you always.
My name's Mike. I'm a Columbia College dropout, and two failed companies is my third. It's called Channel Awesome, and basically we just do online video. Our site has been up for a year.
This is Mike Michaud. He's the guy who owns the Nostalgia Critic because he got Doug to sign over the rights, and I guess he did an interview or something. I'm not familiar with this. He's a really bad dude, apparently. Gimpzilla, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream.
Year, and we're pulling in 3 million people a month, so we've gotten pretty big out of not having any funding. So we just produce videos online and distribute them to people. It's in our culture now. They want to see it right now. They don't want to go out somewhere to see it. They don't want to wait till a scheduled time is available. They want to see it now.
See, I love that. You speak to the immediacy of, I mean, you are like, when I talked with him on the phone last night, he's talking about his business model a month from now. That's
every day it changes. I mean, there's nothing you can sit there with. I mean, every day something new pops up and like, we got to try this now, or we got to stop this because this isn't going to work.
Right.
There's no time to sit there and delay, because online you have the ability now to actually change your stuff on the fly. If you're doing something that's on TV or film, you're kind of locked into what you're doing. You can't really modify it right away. So I mean, plus online is cheap. I mean, you can do stuff for next to nothing and not have to worry about having a big backlash from an investor or anyone else. What you do is immediate reaction. There's no delay in seeing what people think about it. I mean, for the web to really become that powerhouse that it can be, it has to have a group of people that are willing to...
Cascadia says, thank you for snapping and dipping out of the wedding cringe. That scenario is a deep and ever-present triggering fear of mine. That secretly everyone around me hates me and it's just nice to placate me. Sorry for swearing and being rude. It's fine. I understand. Daddy Sume with 10 bits. Hilarious how full of crap he is here because he killed the site by not getting on board with streaming. Yeah.
Make content that can be something that's a water cooler talk, a Sopranos, Survivor Season 1, wherever that gets people talking. Once that gets done, the web is going to surpass TV. Right. It's just missing that one crucial show that gets everybody talking about it.
What is the average length of the clips on your website?
The average, I would say, between 5 and 10 minutes. I mean, we go up to 20, 30 minutes, but generally it's 5 to 10 minutes. Something we want to move past, though, because
I don't even think that's necessarily true on channelawesome.com. They were mostly doing reviews that are like 20 minutes in length. Some are longer. I'd say the average is around 20 minutes.
A 5 to 10 minute clip is still YouTube mentality. It's a quick clip that you're just going to come watch and you're going to go away and you may watch it again, but you want people that sit there and that can watch a half hour and be occupied, not be running away, oh my God, I'm bored now. You want to get that quality in there. Definitely not. Selling people shit, there's no point in doing that. If I sit there and put a cell phone ad on there that's from joescellphonechat.com, who's going to trust that?
Well, okay, go on.
You're not going to, even if you're a small website, even if you're a medium website, you're not going to get that big sponsor that's going to come in there, sell this new Verizon phone. This is coming straight from Verizon. You're going to get some offshoot guy that's going to be doing his own little cell phone shop.
Well, I'm disappointed because you're like against the old world guard and you're hitting me with the old world guard.
Not the old world guard. The new world.
You're talking ads. Forget ads. I don't use the word ads.
The way that you get people to buy stuff is you have to integrate it perfectly in the show. If you're doing a comedy stuff, you have to do a comedy sketch around that product and integrate it in such a way where people aren't going to be like, oh my God, that's an ad, I'm turning this shit off.
Oh, see, I wouldn't do that. But that, hey, look,
it's been working for us, so I'm going to let it go. They still view...
Is that an admission that they're doing product placements in Nostalgia Critic videos? Because that's what that sounds like, what he just said to me.
Web video is YouTube. It's a 30-second clip, it's a minute clip. They don't view it as something that can be real content. They view it as something where someone emails it to you, it's a funny clip, ah ha ha, and they email it on. It's not a show that people will turn into weekly. And that's the problem you have to do. I mean, especially
I haven't seen the Nostalgia Critic in any of the new content in years outside of like when the Wall review came out. I watched that because I heard it was just dreadful. But other than that, I haven't. So I guess I'm not super familiar. Has he been doing like noticeable product placement? Holt ETR, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak. And my name is fixed. Nice.
Chicago alone, I mean, you talk about online video to anyone in Chicago that's not in online video, and they're staring at you blankly, like, what the hell are you talking about? We heard that's kind of cool, maybe we can do that in a few years. You have to get people to finally accept online video as a true medium for people to distribute stuff, and it's still not at that point yet. It's getting close, but it's not there yet. They're going to still see...
Well, this was put out in 2008. Oh, it's from 2009. Okay. In 2009, I could see seeing older people in business not seeing the web as a legitimate avenue of entertainment. I guess I could see that in 2009. Definitely not in 2020, though.
See you as a website and they're not going to fully respect you. Most people, when you talk to them and say you're doing online media, they're not going to give you the full respect that you would get if you say you were in television or anything like that. It's still kind of like the redheaded stepchild. But why would you want to put on television and lose all your control? You're going by their standards now. The web is a whole different area.
Yeah. They don't want to lose
the same ideas. So you look at all the shows now. Everything is a carbon copy of one another. They can't come up with...
Okay. Let's watch some of these Curb videos. I like these because they're quick format, but they all end with the same Curb Your Enthusiasm punchline. But they often involve cringe, so let's see what we got.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sean Rabb in the Fox 4 newsroom, and you are looking at a minivan that has been the subject of a police chase that started in Garland. Again, this chase started as a traffic stop in Garland, and the person who's now opening the door and getting out, there you see him. Garland police were following him, and then they dropped out of the chase. Dallas police helicopter, Air One, in the sky above, and I don't think he understands or knows the helicopter has him. Again, this is the 7-Eleven that he's going into right now, is at Abrams and Northwest Highway. Nonchalantly walks into the 7-Eleven as if he's just another guy in the neighborhood going in for an iced tea or soda pop. Going to see if Garland police now start to show up, or Dallas police, because we're in the heart of Dallas now. I mean, there have been a couple other vehicles that have pulled up. This marked unit now going around the back of the store. I believe you're probably going to have some, let's just watch and see. Here he comes. He's walking out. He doesn't see the squad car. He hasn't looked around to see the squad car in the parking lot. He is walking back to the van. Hands in pockets. He looks around and sees the squad car, but now the officers are there. Guns drawn. He puts his hands up like, what? Wow. Some of those vehicles we saw pull into the parking lot were undercover officers. And there he is, on the ground.
Oh, y'all celebrities be wearing fake jewelry, but we good here to test, you know, real diamonds.
Nigga trying to play me, trying to talk about my shit fake, my shit flawed and all
This
that
shit dumb fake, you know what I'm saying? You see these shit's dancing, man. Who you talking about? Yo, Jimmy, come here. Let's see what's on your hand. You just got lucky real quick. You just getting lucky now, man.
Diamond tester challenge.
Man, his shit.
That's my shit, nigga.
You see, man.
So I think this tests whether or not these are real diamonds or something?
Alright. He's getting lucky. Yo, test my shit, Jimmy.
I'm guessing his diamonds will be fake.
Are you ready? Oh, okay.
That's
Get
pretty
on
funny.
Stone, bro.
For example, for success is failure.
Yes.
Which doesn't matter, but I just don't understand how you find somebody guilty of doing something to a 15-day-old baby.
Hey Watori says, I was watching one of your older streams when Tate bought a Bugatti and did some research. So many sites say his net worth is $1 million. Just one said 77 million. Also, he was on Big Brother and was kicked off for hitting a girl with a belt, he says consensually, but the network denied that. He was on Big Brother? That sounds about right. Gross.
Because there was no evidence whatsoever that proved anything about me putting my hands on my kids. I've never done it. I never would. I don't believe in it. I was beat as a child, and I don't agree with it at all. And I would never do it. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said. I can make a lot of comments on the trial, but I know that was just be arguing with you or talking with you. I'll ask you one simple question. You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole. On the sin of the death of another, I sentence you to 10 years.
I think this guy killed his kids or something.
Mainstream recognition at last.
As famous as I was yesterday, I've completely blown up today. If I was any more relevant, I'd be living in the White House. You know, you're with one of the most famous people in New York tonight. You know, if you were just hanging out with any other American, you'd probably be going to a horrible club. You might be waiting in line. You might not get in, but you're with the Jew Jetter. You're with Justin Ross Lee.
Justin was taking me to somewhere a little more upmarket, or at least a little more fully clothed, the exclusive Club Provocateur. Finally, I'd get to see the great Jew Jetter in action.
Antoine, come on, okay? No socks and all. We're going to kill it. What's going on? We're coming in with a reservation. I'm Justin Ross Lee, cover of the New York Times. I'm Justin Ross Lee. I'm on the cover of the New York Times. You know exactly who the fuck I am.
I don't know who you are.
Of course you do. Are you out of your mind? No, absolutely not.
How much money you...
Nothing makes me feel better inside than some rich yuppie asshole who thinks they're hot shit getting told to go away.
You have a fucking 0% chance, buddy.
0% chance? Oh, we can't do that.
Call the police.
They call the police. It's fine. Absolutely.
They're skinheads that hang out organizing this event.
Show me as low tier God.
That's how I know you as. Now, tell us a little bit about what the hell is going on here, man.
First off, I played this has-been online with his dad jeans played him online. He played my 2-week-old Rolento. The original score was 5-3. And then he wanted to keep playing. It was a set, an original set is 5, first to 5, right? That's what sets are, correct? He wanted to keep playing. I said, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to keep playing this dude's Blanca. Okay, the final score 20-6, but it was a troll session. Original score 5-3. So I went on Twitter, called this guy out, called him a has-been, called him a rape face, Charles Manson, anything you could think of. This dude looks like a fucking zombie out of The Walking Dead. Then he comes here dressed like he got his outfit out of fucking Target. So, as simple as that, I made a video. The first guy I could think of on why gamers were single was Viscon. This dude looks like he lives in his basement. He looks like he never gets sun. He could possibly be a fucking vampire. So after that, he goes on Twitter. He starts e-thugging. You don't know me. As simple as that. You could call me a bitch online all you want.
So he's trash talking this other competitive gamer or something.
But in real life, this isn't a fucking game. As simple as that. You say it to my face right now.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting a little and that's it. That's it. He is popping off. He is popping off right now.
All right, that's pretty good. That's one of my favorite things is in any competition where one person super smack talks and then they get beat. It's amazing.
Look, I got one more thing to say. So, there's going to come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
Jesus.
Now, when you're filleting a fish...
Oh, God. Oh, that's got a song in it I can't play.
So we chose 6 cards. You thought of a card, correct? Mm-hmm. She has a die, she shuffled it, right? She mixed the die up. Whatever the number on your die is, we're gonna count. So if it's a 1, it would be this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? Mm-hmm. Okay, but first, can you say your card out loud?
6 of hearts.
The 6 of hearts. That's the card you were thinking of. If you're not sure, you can change. Is it 6 of hearts?
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what number you rolled on the die that you've been holding?
4.
4? So can you put your finger on the 4th card and let me see the die? It is a 4. Okay, put your finger on the 4th card. Yeah. And you said 6 of hearts.
Yeah.
So if you would have rolled a different number, you know, it might have been this, or this, or this, right? Or this one even, or that one. But you rolled a 4. Show everybody what card. Oh, well, close.
Oh God, I actually can play this
now,
one. It's just the song from the end. I just won't get ad rev on this part of the video. That's fine.
Filleting a fish, use a very flexible, sharp knife because let the knife do the work. And a brew like this actually comes with its own instructions because all you have to do is follow the lines. So we start from the head, and come in, cut round the head, and then just one clean sweep down that line and just go all the way down to the tail. And look what happens. The knife actually cuts away the fillet. Every drawer should have these 4 very simple, straightforward knives. The filleting knife that does the work for you. That's a flexible blade that... Oh, me.
That one's not that great.
To use that kit, right? You have to do certain challenges, complete them. For
Right.
example, exchange players that you just packed. We just packed some of these players. We
Right.
put them in a SBC. You submit. And watch this, James. Claim reward. Wait for it. Bang.
Are they literally having him open like a loot box? Oh my God.
And now you can use that kit in game.
Oh, just
your
the kit?
team, your team, yeah. Just
Oh,
the
I
kit.
saw a picture of Ronaldo. I presumed we got Ronaldo. I didn't realise we got a new T-shirt.
Sorry, is that what we're really excited about? That we've got a new T-shirt?
But look, it's an Xbox branded.
Guys,
limited
you're
edition
not going to
kit.
believe this. We've just got a new T-shirt to wear. Have you ever met footballers? Can you imagine walking into a dressing room and going, guys, you're not going to believe it. Who wants a new T-shirt?
Well, this is a bit awkward because right down here, as if it's leapt off the screen, we have your very own Xbox kit.
All right, that's a good one.
There you are. That's for you, James. Congratulations.
Oh no.
That's interesting. I think I can segue this to a little bit of the way that some of the media deals with you is that you, because you are fact-based, you talk fast, you don't care. I mean, you genuinely don't care.
Talking fast is the same as facts.
Care about people's feelings.
Good job. Good job, Dave.
I know you pretty well now. You don't. That they
Outside
don't.
of my immediate family. Yeah, that's it.
maybe your wife, but that they don't know how to respond to that then because they're used to dealing in a realm that is all about that. So now you come out and you're like, no, this is the way it is.
In order for you to be respected on an individual level, that means that I'm not going to respect you on the group level.
Right.
Meaning I'm not, that your group identity doesn't mean anything to me. Your individual identity means everything to me, but your group identity means nothing to me. Okay, so you're a supposedly objective journalist calling policies with which you disagree barbaric and suggesting only one side of the political aisle has ideas. So I just want to point out that I wish you would at least be honest in your own biases.
Mr. Shapiro, I know that broadcasting in America is now so...
For the record, this journalist is like a known guy in the UK as far as I know. From what I watched this clip when it happened. I'm not really familiar with this guy, but he's apparently a right-leaning journalist in the UK. Like, he's not some left-wing person. He's on the right. He's just asking Ben honest questions. And Ben can't handle it. You ship Dave and Ben.
So polarized that
you purport to be an objective journalist. BBC purports to be an objective down-the-middle network. It obviously is not, it never has been, and you as a journalist are proceeding to call one side of the political aisle ignorant, barbaric, and sending us back to the Dark Ages. Why don't you just say that you're on the left? Is this so hard for you? Why can't you just be honest?
Mr.
Seriously,
Shapiro,
it's a serious question.
Mr. Shapiro, if you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it. So let's move on. You described Mr. Obama's State of the Union address in 2012 as fascist mentality in action. You said they should turn their badge in as a Jew.
Yes, I believe that if you are somebody who takes Judaism seriously, that comes along with ideological commitment.
For example, you said Israelis like to build, Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. No, actually, it wasn't what you went on to do and say. You are correct about the slur on Arabs. It's not all Arabs that want to live in open sewage and blow things up. It's just Palestinians. Would you vote for Mr. Trump?
I think it's pretty evident from your own questions exactly what you are, sir.
Trump?
You know, I'm not inclined to continue an interview with a person as badly motivated as you as an interviewer. So I think we're done here. I appreciate your time.
All right, well, thank you for your time. And
Ben is such a clown. Having his own quotes read back to him verbatim, and he can't handle it because he looks like an absolute monster. What a fool. What an absolute fool. What do we have?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Dude spanking dudes with 10 bits. My dad and uncle, they are all lives matter. My uncle is like, I'm gonna make this sound less offensive. Air quotes, African Americans. Kill more African Americans. And they talk fast and they talk over me and get super emotional. Let me talk. God damn it. Yeah. Conservatives are idiots. Man smashes Szechuan sauce in front of Rick and Morty fans. That does sound kind of funny.
All right, this is a camera. You guys see Szechuan sauce right in front of me? Yeah! Look at all these people.
Yeah! Dude spanking dudes with 10 bits. My dad and uncle... Oh, I already read that one. Sorry.
This is how you eat Szechuan There it is.
Like to see the person.
Oh God.
What the fuck?
Oh God, don't eat it off the ground, you weirdos. No. And this, my friends, is what we call an epic gamer moment.
Oh my god, that's amazing! He touched it!
No, guys. Just because a cartoon character that you're not supposed to look up to in the first place likes a sauce doesn't mean that you need to be weird about it, okay?
Yes. What's the matter with you people?
It's a Saturday.
Rick and Morty!
Is your IQ not high enough to understand this? In fairness, it takes a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty, Richard and Mortimer, Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. Is it really any wonder we're in the middle of a plague? Okay, context. I guess people might not know what this is. So there's a show on Adult Swim, the late night adult version of Cartoon Network, that's called Rick and Morty. It's by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. I like Rick and Morty. I think it's an entertaining show. I think it's very funny. The fan base, unfortunately, is absolutely insufferable. And they think they're all big brainy people because the show, like... the show isn't even, like, I'm not going to say the writing can't be clever. There's, like, really clever writing sometimes on the show. But it's also a lot of, like, fart jokes and stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I think it's a well-written show, but there are some people that because there's like a code of science paint on the show, it's like a science fiction comedy series, that some people think they're smart for watching it or something, or that you have to be smart in order to get it, even though you really don't. And on top of that, in one season, in the season either 2 or 3 opener, the main character, one of the main characters, Rick, mentions, oh boy, McDonald's has this Szechuan sauce that was a limited time promotion when the animated movie Mulan came out, and I loved that sauce. Now, Rick and Morty's a huge show, so McDonald's decided to do a promotion where they brought back that sauce for like a day or a weekend or something in a limited run, because they still had the formula, obviously. They're McDonald's, they can do that. So they made up small batches and sent them to McDonald's as like a cross-promotion with Rick and Morty. The Rick and Morty fan base, being insufferable, stormed these McDonald's's, and there wasn't enough sauce to go around, and they all freaked out and read all over the place, and it was so embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's very, very embarrassing. And the worst part is, like, I feel like there's a ton of people who watch Rick and Morty who, like, think Rick is cool, which you shouldn't. He's a bad dude, and the show makes that pretty clear all the time, that he's a huge a-hole, and that he is his own worst enemy, and that he has basically destroyed his life multiple times because he's such a self-centered egotist. And, like, yet there's people who are like, oh yeah, Rick's so cool. It's awful.
Really sick. We're dedicated.
Let's hope that happens.
A real sick commentary on this country.
Wait, that already happened. That's depressing.
We gotta clean up your mess.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capital.
The same people that look up to Rick look up to Trump.
We're just trying to make the best of this sad country. Let us have the sauce, okay?
So just can someone just fill me in? So this, how did everybody know to come here for the sauce?
Internet.
Like a particular, like Reddit or?
No, they actually even today covered this information.
Who did?
Yeah, even the news covered this.
Yeah. It's happening in select locations, nationwide.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 locations in New Hampshire that are doing
And it's
it.
really so McDonald's
for
can
one day.
Just market their new sauce. Szechuan!
Oh god, and the memes. The memes are terrible. Szechuan sauce is like a meme from the show. Also, Pickle Rick is, you know? So it's bad. It's real bad. Thank you. Stephen the Great. Stephen the Great. I don't know if that's supposed to be a Roman numeral 4 or if it's just supposed to be Stephen the Great IV. Either way, welcome to the stream.
So when you don't get Szechuan, what do you get?
Riot! Stickers!
No, I mean like if it's not available, what do you eat?
Stickers!
Oh, I won't eat here if they don't have it. I won't eat here.
I'll probably just use the restroom and leave.
Yeah. I don't care.
So when you get inside, you'll order like chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. I don't think anybody really cares about
Turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever saw.
We'll get the tenders to go with the sauce.
And I hate how people ruined that episode, too, because the Pickle Rick episode is a good episode, but my god, people, calm down. If you over-meme something, you drive it into the absolute dirt.
If it's available, but I'm not going to stick around if that sauce is not available.
How long have you guys been waiting for sauce?
An hour.
Yeah.
We're all not that crazy.
No.
I heard there was people in like New York and Philadelphia that were camping out since 6 a.m.
Oh my god. Guy selling nuggets dipped in Szechuan for $10 a piece. Disgusting. Try and tell me capitalism creates efficiency in systems. Try it. I've seen Szechuan sauce the likes of which you've never fucking believed.
Mattress for a twin price. Full mattress? Twin price. Queen mattress? Twin price. King mattress? Twin price. Store-wide sale all day long. Oh my god!
This mattress company did a 9/11 sale, and this was their ad.
We'll never forget.
There's outrage across the nation after Miracle Mattress in San Antonio, Texas, posted this commercial on their Facebook page about a Twin Tower sale.
What better way to remember 9/11 than with a Twin Tower sale? Right.
The video, which has since been removed from the company's Facebook page, has been replaced with an apology letter by the owner of the mattress company.
I don't know. How did no one in that like entire situation go, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this?
These decisions. That's what somebody who's a paladin is. They say this is what's right and this is what's wrong.
I'm just, in that case, I'm saying that that these people should all stay.
Alright, well that's your opinion. So I think we
no,
should
fuck
talk.
that.
We should talk.
You think they should stay. You think they should.
This isn't a democracy. You gotta come to a fucking unanimous decision.
No, actually, he's the leader, and he said he was going to right off rip, and we all agreed that he would always take input from all of us, and we'd try to make decisions together.
Fuck this.
Right? Isn't that what he said?
That's what we're doing. We're just discussing what.
I cannot imagine getting this like I play D&D. Like last session in D&D, Sarah's character Alenia had a certain opinion on something that happened that was opposed to probably what the professor, my character, thought. And the professor expressed that. But that's me in character expressing that. I, Hannah, do not give a shit. Like, I give a shit in the sense that it's like a game we've been playing for a long time and I care about it, but like, yeah, you're gonna have characters with different opinions and stuff, and that's fine. That's kind of what makes the game fun, right? Oh, God! Why? You're really gonna assault your DM, you asshole? What the hell? Lawful stupid is such an awful thing. Goddamn paladins.
Wow, really?
Dude, go.
Okay.
Mikey, dude.
Fucking
what are you, fucking retarded?
Because you're always an asshole to me. Condescending.
No, we're not. Nobody's being an asshole. You're a fucking weirdo.
Oh, man. That's just depressing. Oh God. No, thank you.
Hey Rick, I'm running a bit late. I spent 15 minutes in line waiting for my coffee this morning, and of course they messed up my order and spelled my name wrong.
Morning, Sarah. I'm just on my way to the studio, but first gonna...
Is D&D cringe like a thing? Like, I know it's a thing, but I mean, like, are there videos out there of it? Because if so, we should definitely watch those. Oh God, cringy nice guy player feels entitled to girlfriend players take revenge. Oh God. Yeah, let's watch some D&D cringe. Crit Crab.
Hello everybody, Crit Crab here with another story. This one about, well, becoming that guy to stop that guy. If any of you are familiar with this meme right here, then you get the idea. Roll post. I have a friend who's like a sister to me. We've known each other since we were babies, and she's actually the one who introduced me to D&D. Her family ended up moving, but we still saw each other a few times a year for long weekends and stuff. During one of these weekends, we went to a local shop and decided to join an open game of D&D 5e. They were just starting a one-shot campaign, and we quickly rolled up our characters. My friend was an elven bard, and I was a half-orc barbarian. In the party, there was also an edgelord tiefling rogue, who will be the center of this story, and a dwarven ranger, who I'm assuming is his friend in real life based on how okay he was with the edgelord's antics. Almost immediately, the edgelord is being creepy towards my friend. Like, even during character creation, he was hitting on her and telling her how she's much hotter than all the other girls he's ever seen, and how he can't believe she's actually into D&D, and how much money
Yikes. Here's the thing. Do the people like this not understand that even if you, like, if you're attracted to someone, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to someone. You can't control who you're attracted to, right? Like, if you wind up in a situation and you're attracted to someone, that's one thing. But then acting on it in a creepy way, why? It's not going to facilitate getting any closer to that person because you just come off as a creep. And you're also gonna alienate the other people in your group. Why do this? Why do? It's disgusting.
she could make if she did porn. My friend dismissed him gently because she's a nice person who wants to have people like her and doesn't like to cause drama. To which he only said things like how I'm just jealous of what they have going on and that I'm just sick of being in the friend zone. After a few hours of questing to rid a town of a cult, we find ourselves in the tavern, as all adventuring parties do. The table seemed okay so far, other than when edgelord was hitting on my friend, but nothing too...
The Baz FZZ playbook to flirting.
too atrocious. Yet. I'm drinking with the dwarf and my friend is singing to earn our beer money. Out of nowhere, the edgelord approaches her from behind between songs. Edgelord. You're so sexy when you sing. I wonder how much sexier you'd be moaning my name. Friend.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Who talks like this? The Chosen False One. Thank you for following.
What? Edgelord, out of character, maintaining intense eye contact.
I can't even imagine. If this were a situation, I'm very fortunate in that the group that I play with is all not disgusting people. So that's good. But let's say some rando somehow got invited to the table and hit on anyone at the table in a disgusting way like that. I feel like every single person at the table would be like, what the fuck are you doing? I think Jake most of all, which is probably why he's the DM. He has a commanding presence. I'm trying to imagine this any situation like this, and I'm imagining Jake's reaction, and it's always hilarious regardless of the situation I'm thinking of. He wouldn't put up with that shit for a second, rightfully so. Get yourselves a DM who isn't gonna put up with that bullshit. MMO addicted, just this, and please tell me it's fake. Jake would roast that dude. Oh, absolutely. He wouldn't only tell him he's a creep, but he'd be like, "You're disgusting.
No, God!
Get out."
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Friend. I persuade her to let me fuck her stupid. DM. Roll persuasion. I've asked my friend for permission to write this. She had an abusive relationship that ended in a suicide attempt and a restraining order. I know this, so since she now has a lot to deal with mentally, I try to shut this shit down.
Honestly, F the DM for the second like a player says something like that, you go no. You go no. That's not happening at this table, and if you think it is, you need to leave. When I watch the Third Channel Awesome movie, I should watch it with Baha. If Baha's still listening, Baha, the chat has asked, so I guess you have to sit and watch a 3-hour terrible movie with me. Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. Jake would be like, "You okay there, buddy? Because that makes you a piece of shit." That does sound a lot like Jake. He would definitely shut it down and insult someone, rightfully so, with deadly precision. He's perfect at that shit. Oh yeah, Baja Blast agrees. Nice. MMO addicted. I'm out. If Baja's coming back up this weekend, then we will do the we'll do the Channel Awesome movie then.
Me to DM. Seriously, you're just going to let this happen? DM. Clearly wanting to see how this plays out. I'm not doing anything. It's the dice and players that decide everything.
Oh, shut up. You're the DM. It's your job to make sure this kind of stuff doesn't fly. It shouldn't in the first place if you're like making sure you don't have creeps in your group. But if this comes up, it is your job as the DM to shut that shit right down. Absolutely not.
And of course, my friends.
Daddy Sume with 10 bits, same really. I would do the same. I would absolutely kick that person out of my house. I'm usually the host and not the DM, yeah. Not cool.
Charisma-based Bard rolls higher than the Edgelord's Rogue by like 10 after bonuses.
Yeah.
DM. The Bard is mildly aroused by his words, but doesn't want to cause a scene. What the fuck? Edgelord. I guide her to a dark corner behind the bar out of eyesight of everyone else and pin her to the wall.
Bar?
DM. Roll strength. We were too lazy to look up the rules for grappling. Both my friend and Edgelord had strength as a dump stat, but the rogue won the roll, celebrating and laughing and excitement from around the table. Except for us. Edgelord. I start to remove my pants and... He proceeds to very descriptively explain how he's about to rape my friend.
No. Nope. This shit doesn't belong in any tabletop situation. It's supposed to be like a fun game, and even if you're playing a game with like very serious, like the things I do, like when the campaign I have DM'd thus far, I've only done like 4 sessions on the one I've actually DM'd, skews very comedic, right? Because that's just the kind of person I am. I can't take it seriously for any length of time. I'm sure there'll be serious moments, but most of all, it's just like funny.
There's nothing funny about
Jake's tends to have very serious moments. It's interspersed with our fun character interactions and a lot of really interesting stuff, but there are a lot of serious moments too. And some people, I'm sure, will do campaigns that are very, very serious in tone, and they take it all very seriously, and they're not doing all this levity stuff that a lot of other people do, and that's fine. But even in that situation, why? Why would you put some form of sexual assault in your game? Why? Why do it? And I'm not going to tell, like, if you have a group of people who legitimately all agree together, like this, there are themes of sexual assault in this campaign, is that okay with everyone? And if somehow you get a campaign of weirdos that are all like, yes, please, then I guess that's you guys' business. But letting this fly at any D&D table where it hasn't somehow magically unanimously been, like, okayed by everyone at the table is disgusting. And anyone with even a quarter of a brain cell should be able to recognize this. Like, beyond the fact that it's just gross, beyond the fact that it's a rude thing to do to someone else's character, you don't know what other people have actually been through in their life, and that can be incredibly triggering to them. Like, imagine someone who's actually been through some sort of assault, and then you are role-playing another assault against that person's character, who in some ways is an extension of them. It's just absolutely mind-blowingly disgusting. Daddy Sume, and I cast Fireball, or no, I cast Bees on Crotch. I should read Fatal? What's Fatal? Oh, is that the role-playing system that you roll for, like, the diameter and of certain things? And, yeah. I've heard of it. It's disgusting.
My friend has more or less shut down.
If you're someone where everyone in your group wants to play that role-playing system and you all know going into it what it is, that's you guys' business. But in, like, a normal D&D 5e game, any D&D game, it should not come up.
She just pulls out her phone and starts scrolling, which gets a mean look from the DM. I interject out of character. Does my character see any of this? DM. Roll perception. Nat 20. DM. You see the bard and rogue go behind the bar to get freaky. The entire table, except for me and my friend, continue laughing at how he says freaky. Me. I go over to them and pin the rogue against the wall. Edgelord. Getting a little jealous over there, Orky Orkerson? He played a racist character a bit too well, and at some point even asked the DM what the world's version of the N-word for orcs was. DM, roll strength with disadvantage since you're drunk. My friend, wouldn't he get a constitution save to see if he was actually drunk before then? DM, fine. Constitution save was over 20 after bonuses. Strength was over 20 as well. Half-orc barbarians are kinda made for this. DM, defeated. You successfully throw him to the wall. Me to Edgelord now. Are you cheating on me? Edgelord. What? Me. This whole time we've had a thing, and now you run off to be with her? Edgelord, both in character and out. Dude, I do not know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not gay.
This has to be fake. It has to be. I hope it's fake.
What about all those things you killed for me? They write...
It was just on Reddit. Anyone can post a thing on Reddit.
Epic love poems in my culture about that kind of stuff. There's a few exchanges where he tries to prove he's not gay, but my orc twists it into something a barbaric orc would think is cute. My friend, I turn and leave them to their lover's quarrel. DM, I think that's enough. I thought it was just the dice and the players who decided. DM, dumbfounded by me using his own words against him.
It's almost like he only cares when it's another man who happens to be in an awkward situation they don't want, and they just want to harass the only woman in the group because she's a woman, and that's what they're for, I guess. I hope if this is a real story, the two people who are reasonable in this situation, of course, the woman who is unfortunately just being harassed, and the guy who's, like, aware that this is harassment and trying to stop it, I hope they left, and I hope they never played with this group again. That's awful.
Okay. Me. I take off my pants. I proceed to say everything Edgelord just said about what his character was doing to my friends. My friend is giggling her ass off, and the dwarf and Edgelord just leave the table in a sour mood. DM packs up as I'm still elaborating, and the game ends prematurely. Worth it because we would have left soon because of this incident anyway, but it was nice to turn the tables on that guy. TLDR, a player tried to rape my friend's character, and I raped him instead. And post.
There's always a bigger fish.
This should be, and probably is, common knowledge, but under normal circumstances, persuasion rolls were not designed for use on player characters. And even if they were, persuasion doesn't work as a sort of mind control to force other...
Yeah, no. Like, if I said, like in a campaign, I go to the big bad of the campaign, and they're an evil necromancer or something, let's say, and I go... You should stop doing bad things because bad is bad and good is good, and you should be good instead of bad. Stop doing the bad. And let's say I roll. Where's my character sheet? Hold on, let me pull up roll 20. Roll 20. Let me see what my plus to. Hold on. Let me make this so you can't see it for a second. Yeah. Just pulling up my character sheet. Doon, 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 doon. Okay. Here's my character. The third professor. Because they're like it's like the doctor from Doctor Who. They regenerate. Anyway, so I have a pretty good persuasion. I have a +11 to persuasion, right? So let's say I do absolutely the best I could do in a role. Let's say I say to the big bad of the campaign, stop being evil. Let's say I even do an amazing speech. Jake rewards roleplay by, like, if your actual, like, words that you use to roleplay it are more convincing than the DC is lower. But let's say I say to this guy, stop being evil, don't do a bad. And let's say I say it well, though, not like that. I say it in a very good way. And let's say I nat 20, so I get a 31 on my persuasion check. And let's say on top of that, I have inspiration for some reason, and I get it up to 40 somehow, or 39, and then on top of that, I have a thing that's a lucky rabbit's face that I can roll an extra d4. Let's say I get above 40 on that roll, which, like, it is godly. If you rolled a 40-something on anything, you're reaching god levels in terms of your ability to do something in D&D. It would still be ridiculous if the big bad of the campaign said, okay, I'll stop doing evil. That's not how it works. Like, he's still a being with motivations of his own. And certainly, it's possible, if someone rolled that high and I was the DM, like, maybe it would come in down the line in the campaign, like, oh, they maybe changed something they're doing, or it's causing them to, like, I don't know, question some of their motivations. But at the end of the day, they're a person doing things for their own purpose, right? You can't convince people of something that they're absolutely sure of.
There's nothing funny about
it's not mind control, and it's very stupid to treat it as if it is. MMO addicted. Okay, people, someone just linked this to me on Discord, and I cannot even comprehend it at all. Someone explain. Okay, let me look. Someone posted this in a group DM, and I think everyone needs to see it. Meanwhile, in Heaven League, Quidditch. I've got a lot to learn from you, Ruth. You'll get the hang of it. Rest in power, Donald Trump. As far as I know, Donald Trump isn't dead, so that really doesn't make sense.
Other people to do your bidding. Even if you rolled above and beyond in nat 20 to try and convince some rational, ordinary dude to murder their family, they likely wouldn't because, you know, they're not fucking insane. And even if that was the case, the DM does not get to tell a player what their character feels or does unless they're under some sort of magical effect.
Yeah.
Anyways, reverse Uno cards aside, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more stories just like this one. Till next time.
Okay. Dungeons and Dragons Twitch stream fail. I don't think I want to do that.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
What just happened? Wind Chanter with 10 bits. You can only pick one Donald dead in Minecraft or prison. In Minecraft. I guess you can only pick one Donald dead in Minecraft or in prison. Ah, gotcha. If it's a choice between the two, I'd say prison. If it was, like, guaranteed. I don't think Trump is ever going to prison, regardless of his survival of COVID. Our system is just not built to actually prosecute rich and powerful people. It just isn't. It works to their benefit. So anyone who's like, oh, I want Donald Trump to survive so he can go to prison, teehee, delusional. Absolutely delusional. But if it's a situation where it's a hypothetical where I can just say, like, yes, he definitely gets convicted of actual crimes that he's committed, then yeah, that'd be great. Because as far as I believe, like, when people are dead, they're dead, right? You can disagree if you have different beliefs. That's fine. I just think when you're dead, you're dead. It's not like Trump is going to die and then face consequences for any bad thing he's done. The only justice that happens when people are alive. Anyway, let's just do some generic cringe, I guess.
Oh, this dude now.
At Colston with 20 bits. If you want some more D&D cringe, you should watch D&D Liberal Edition. Oh god, no thank you. I'm just gonna do general cringe until the end of the stream, I think.
I don't want it, and then, like, I was, like, drunk, and then...
Oh, no! No, I can't watch this. I cannot watch that one. That's disgusting.
I'm going to have you guys walk up to the X here, introduce yourself to the judges.
MMO addicted with 10 bits. I mean, the IRS is sniffing around him for tax evasion and fraud, and that's about the only thing rich people go to jail for. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is both blessed and cringe. What's this? Eye of the Spider, Eye of the Tiger Minecraft parody? Oh, God. I'm not gonna. Why am I? Especially if this is like a kid. I'm not gonna make fun of a kid for making a thing. Yeah, I'm not doing a video about a kid on a cringe stream ever, 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 for the record. Kids are kids. Kids do silly things. I'm lucky the earliest that I have stuff online is like 16, okay? Never ever will I do a kid on a cringe stream. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. And that's not even cringe. That's just bullying. Let's not bully children.
My favorite ride is Nitro!
I think we saw this clip.
Good afternoon, fellow blood donors. My name is Tessa.
Great. This girl is making her boyfriend take a picture of her in front of a Smash T-Mobile. Oh my god.
Yeah, this girl was pretending to rebuild after a riot.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I hate that stuff.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. We can't laugh at a kid. Kids do stupid stuff and they have to go through their stupid creative stuff to get their awesome creative stuff in adulthood. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Every single person in the world has done some embarrassing, like, stuff that they look back on when they were a kid. That's not cringe. That's just, like, part of growing up.
Good job, guys. BLM.
Okay.
Can you flip this?
Do we need a history lesson, folks? Okay. MMO addicted. Yep, Hannah's Hitler video gave us this stream. True. True. Yeah, that's the one kid I ever made fun of on this channel, and it was me when I was in high school. So, history lesson, folks. Here's a flow chart, and the title of the flow chart is "Should I Do Blackface?" And it goes down on the flow chart, and it says, "Are you doing it for a good reason? Are you doing it to be mean?" And both arrows go down to a box that says, "Do not do blackface." Blackface is bad for historical reasons. See, there used to be this thing called minstrel shows where they would have, and then we're talking about the United States here. I'm not sure about other countries, if other countries ever had something like this. Maybe the UK. I don't know. It was definitely a United States thing, though. So they would have this thing called minstrel shows where, and I think this is also where maybe Jim Crow laws get their name. because Jim Crow was also a name for some of these shows or something. Anyway, white people would put on blackface and do very, 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 very offensive stereotype performances pretending to be people of color. It was one of the most disgusting, dehumanizing things that happened post-slavery. And that's a pretty high bar considering, you know, the lynchings, the redlining, the segregation. Just a way to dehumanize people who are different than you, basically. Here's some cringe. Okay. So, because of this awful, awful thing that was done for a super long time in the United States, it became taboo to do any kind of blackface because it harkens back to that. So I don't care if you're trying to like, ooh, I'm going to make a message. I'm going to do a thing where like that. I don't think the person, excuse me, who just did that like half blackface was doing it with malice. But they were certainly doing it with ignorance. I assume they're like, oh, it'll be like a thing. Like we're all the same. I'll do like half black, half white. I understand what you're going for. But sometimes things that are so disgusting happen in history that it just makes certain things a no-no. And that's the one. That's the one everyone in the United States should know. If you are white or anything, don't do blackface. No blackface. None of it, ever. Okay? Can we all agree? Okay.
Can you flip it over? What? Okay. Are you kidding me? You're asking us to flip over the truck? Okay, no.
We do not instigate.
Freaking Out 99, Jim Crow was a character. He was a white guy in blackface pretending to be a black person and mocking black people. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, we do not instigate because it comes back on the black and brown people.
Flip over the fucking truck? No, just forget the truck. This man just asked us to flip over the truck. No, with his camera out. No. I don't throw it down. What did you do? The fucking truck with his camera out. What? Hold it down. Wait. What's going on? This exact problem right now. Hold it down. No.
Antipodian Squid, someone in my life keep advocating to save the Golly doll, and I think they're not, and thinks they're not racist, and no matter how hard I try and tell them gently but bluntly that they're doing a racism, they adamantly still think they aren't doing a racism. Stop, you are doing a racism. The Golly doll. I'm not familiar. If I Google this, is this gonna be okay? I'll do this off camera just in case. I assume it's like a kind of doll that was racist. Oh, yep. That'll do it. Yeah, no. Nope. I'll show you guys. I can show this. Yeah. I never heard of this until right now, and I am telling you, yeah. That definitely has its roots in some really, really, really racist depictions of people of color. Oof. Big oof. Ugh. No, thank you.
Alright, people. United at home. The world is going through difficult times, and America too, actually. So, last night, I knew we were gonna do this, and I made a special record. So this record is in honor of George Floyd, and I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia,
No.
sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners.
Oh God.
Is Johnny Five still alive? Pakistan. God bless America. This man from Pakistan. If I pull that, does that start your motor?
Oh Jesus
You keep a
Christ.
snake in there? Snake?
If an
Racist
officer
pro
stops
wrestler.
you, always be polite and never ever run away. Promise mama you'll keep your hands inside. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You can get killed just for living.
If someone asked me as a leftist, hey, what's a liberal? Can you define liberalism for me? Neoliberalism in the early 21st century? I just posted this video.
Your American skin. Oh.
It's the day of Sierra and Sam.
Girl leaves her husband on wedding day to be with her cousin.
Wedding.
Oh
and
no.
preparations are starting early.
I'm really nervous about today. Like, it's a big day.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts going through my head.
Sierra has asked her cousin Kyle to give her away.
Kyle's my only family, so that's why I want him to be a part of the wedding.
Are you excited? Today's the day for you. Today's Sierra's wedding day, and I'm gonna have to walk down the aisle and hand her off to Sam, and it's gonna be one of the harder moments in my life. Because
she looks exactly like someone I went to high school with.
At the end of the day, like, I wouldn't be.
This isn't a person I went to high school with, is it? She looked exactly like this person I knew.
Where he is.
So I'm walking down the aisle to my wedding, and like, this is every gypsy woman's dream.
No, they just look very similar. Okay.
I'd like to, on behalf of Sam and Sierra, to welcome all of you here as we celebrate this union.
I walked into a disappointment. I could smell the alcohol on him.
I invite you to join your hands, look in each other's eyes.
It was just so disappointing.
Oh.
This is not how things are supposed to go.
You may seal your vows with a kiss.
They are actually Romani on the show. I mean, or at the very least, their family is of, you know, yes. Yes, they are. They're not just using the name for no reason.
Couldn't even keep his eyes open.
I'm gonna have a fucking seizure. Can you get out of my face for a second, please?
When it comes to kids, they're my best friend. They will nail them.
He can't fucking talk. He can't stand. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is like a slur. It's embarrassing. I'm just so mad.
I'm fucking pissed. No, I didn't. I want out of this fucking dress. I'm done.
No, you're kidding.
I can't.
Like you're my fucking dad, dude.
Come on.
My thing is falling down.
I can't sit by and watch this all happen to you. This is ridiculous. He's a fool. You married a fool. You're supposed to be a gypsy, right? You're supposed to know. You're supposed to see all this coming. And everybody warned you of this. Now look and see.
All these just emotions, just arise.
I mean, now's the time to just slip away. What do you say? Let's go.
Next thing you know is we're running out of these doors together. The marriage is done. I'm leaving with Kyle.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily imply they're like a couple. They're just running away because it's her family, and they recognize
Why are you guys
that the wedding
removing
is
Black
trash.
Lives Matters graffiti?
We're just trying to take care of it. Yeah, we tried over there and it wasn't coming off. It's still in those coming off.
But why do you want that to come off?
Well, because this is a federal building. Yeah, it's just a vandalism.
But so you don't care about Black Lives then?
That's not at all what we're saying.
That's what this...
We certainly do care about Black Lives.
Not enough to leave up a message.
You don't disagree with the message, ma'am. It's just on the building. We're just trying to clean it.
Right. Not a great way to use your white privilege, ladies. Not a great... That's disgusting.
Excuse me. Hey, excuse me. I work for Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry. I work for Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry that I scared you.
That's okay.
But since I work for that company, my CEO has told me to come out today and to bring you on your knees because you have white privilege. So
Oh my god. What is this asshole doing?
Our PVDC.
She's gonna die, yeah.
That's... Skullgirls creator makes bad George Floyd joke. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Suffocating is what that was.
And still.
Suffocating.
Still.
Would it be fair to say that, you can't breathe?
Yeah.
Ah, no! Why? Do not do.
All right, Gelato. You got a chance now.
Guy tries to suck stranger's toe.
Hey, how about this? No, Lenny. Well, hey, if you want to. Do you like having your toes?
She looks horrified.
Oh, God.
Only when one of us were in hospital getting our appendix out. But Bridget used to come in every visiting hours when I could.
Oh, they're trying to force the we're twins and we're so in tune that we that we talk at the same time, but they're bad at it.
But if I was allowed to sleep there, I would have.
Is it difficult for you to operate normally when you're apart?
Yeah, like it is, like because you don't think properly and we're not ourselves. We just feel down. Yeah, down. But we're not as bubbly or...
For more than 40 years, Bridget and Paula Powers from Australia have been speaking in unison, wearing matching outfits, and they share a room, and they've become an internet sensation as a result, and they join us now from Brisbane. Well, a very good morning to you.
Good morning to you both, and greeting.
Oh, either they practiced that, more likely, or between the last clip and this clip, they've gotten much better at it.
Oh my, this is like something out of Star Trek. This is fantastic. So, look, you two, you even laugh at the same way. We should try this. Ladies, let me ask you. You obviously know each other better than anybody else. How identical do you think you are?
Capitalism.
2Man642, hey, just letting you know, since the Skullgirls creator said that everyone let his company that everyone let his company and created their own studio. It's a co-op. Oh, left. I assume you mean left. That's good.
Just in the way you look, we can see that. And in terms of your personalities, do you feel like you are really one person?
Sometimes we do feel like just one person. Yes.
Oh, they've gotten so much better at it in the last 20 years. This is a good example of practice makes perfect. Is it weird that these two make this their identity? I guess. But if you're gonna do it, at least they got better at the voice unison thing, okay? I'll give them that.
Yes, we do. But we know that we are individuals, though.
Okay, I've got to ask you, have you... It is extraordinary that you speak in unison.
Sorry, how can you keep a straight face? That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Once again, it starts with that feeling in your body. It starts with that natural desire. It starts with feeling that coming back from her and feeling that kind of magnetic attraction that you might have for the other person. So there's no secret, there's no magic to it. The first thing you want to do, you just want to get closer. The more exciting it feels, the better. And the closer you get, the more those feelings start to spike. It's natural.
She looks horrified. She's like, please make this stop.
Condition.
How is he not picking up on her vibe right now of like, please do not get any closer. I do not want this. We should do a whole stream someday of just cringy pickup artists, because there's so many of them.
And when you're in a loud environment, such as a bar or a club, you've got an added bonus. You've got an added benefit, loud music. Anyone who says, oh, it's too loud in those places, they don't understand
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Works.
Do Matt Hoss? Not familiar. I'll keep it in mind, though. Did he sue oh, is this the guy that sued H3H3? Okay. Okay. Does he still have a YouTube channel? The Matt Hoss Zone. Okay. Okay. Do I have a cringe folder? Do another one. Cool.
They can't hear you. That just means get closer. It doesn't mean yell. And as you get closer to someone...
Oh, she's so uncomfortable.
Those natural feelings come out more. And it should be, once again, you've got this magnetic pull towards each other. You just want to get closer and closer so that every single time you might get a little bit closer. On a date or anything, that's so funny.
Kitten Boo Boo, thank you for following.
Just kind of closes a little bit more and a little bit more.
Oh, she hates this, and so do I.
And you don't have to do anything.
That's a cute
fancy,
dress.
Because when you're feeling this, every little touch carries that feeling much more strongly. So if I lean in and our arms graze against each other, that's just going to have more electricity to it. That's going to feel as good as anything in the world could possibly feel. She's got her arms down at her side. And I lean in and our hands touch. Oh my goodness.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Hands have a lot of nerve.
Yuri for Gwen, thank you for following.
And so if I lean in and our hands graze, not only will that send that electricity through our bodies, but I'm also going to get to gauge where she's at with this whole physical contact thing.
I gotta get a less cheap captain's hat for this.
Every black man, every Catholic every Jew, every Muslim, every person in Philadelphia needs to pray and love and believe in something greater than yourself. This is not about George Floyd. This is about hate. This is about idiots. Niggers come in every color. Niggers come in every race.
Iron Q bolt with 10 bits. This guy sounds like Sam Harris and it's disconcerting.
Hey, the security's boning up.
Dude, don't fucking, you know better than.
What was the context for this? Cop asks for a gun to help him in a shootout. Or guy asks cop for a gun.
Help? Dude, don't fucking, you know better than this. I'm just saying, let me help. Who the fuck you are?
Yes. Hi, how you doing, Don King?
Lady thinks Don King is MLK. Oh, God.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Kitten Boo Boo, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
How are you, sir? I'm a YouTube celebrity. I got my own t-shirt company. I love.
Oh, I can't even with that one.
Is obviously black, the other is white.
The Alma twins come from a mixed-race family in the UK. Maria has taken after her half-Jamaican mum with dark skin and brown eyes and curly dark hair. But Lucy got her dad's fair skin, good on her, along with straight red hair
Dr.
and blue
Gamble,
eyes.
thanks for the 100 bits.
All right. I see you looking at me over there, Anthony Jezelnut. I know you're a little hater, but I know you're a funny dude as well. Because the other night I told...
Yeah, this is one of the Comedy Central roasts, which honestly I think are mostly cringe anyway. But the Comedy Central roast of Donald Trump, the situation from the situation of Jersey Shore fame was one of the roasters, and he did a very bad job.
One of your super funny jokes to a supermodel, and she was laughing while I was banging her brains out with the pile of money on the floor of my motherfucking mansion. So I got nothing against you, man. I got nothing against you. Because she's like the 5th model this week to do that. So, you know what I'm saying, right? Maybe not. All right. Oh, boo. Now let's get to the real situation. My man, Donald Trump.
Yeah, baby. He was offered for writers to write his monologue, but he said he could do it himself, and this is the result. Yeah, no. If you're not a comedian, don't write your own set for something like this. That's terrible.
I mean, look at him. He's pimping. Not a lot of guys can pull off wearing a hat like that. People are hating on him because Trump is always firing people, but it's kind of okay because he completely let himself go anyway. Donald.
With better delivery, that one could be pretty funny. That one's an actual joke, at least.
Hey, chill. You know what, Donald? You got the tan, you got the laundry down, but you gotta hit the gym, pork chop. But Donald, I like how you roll. I've seen pictures of your house. Everything in your house is gold. Who the decorated your house? Flavor Flav's dentist? I'll say this though, your wife is hot. The best part is she married you for love. Yup. She loves money. Oh, hey, what are you gonna do? Hey!
Oh, God. White cops washing black people's feet to end racism. Again, if someone's like, what's liberalism? How about you actually just make policy changes so people who are discriminatory and harm people, mostly based on the color of their skin, how about they actually get in trouble? That'd be great. None of this like, oh, we're gonna do a symbolic message and it's gonna be great, okay? We're gonna do a symbolic message and everyone's, oh, we're just gonna go and we're all gonna kneel together. No. Fuck. Policy change. Substantive policy change. Disband the police union. Daddy sue me with 10 bits. I do love how they force him off the stage. True. Kitten Boo Boo, thank you for the bits. Trying to be like Jesus or some shit. Yeah. Mary Magdalene, I think, washed Jesus's feet, is what that's a reference to. Dancing to end racism. I'm sure that'll do it. Don't worry, we don't have to make any structural change. Just dance. That'll do it.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
The power of Kumbaya.
Giving the toll taker 15 cents instead of 50. Her punishment? A concussion, black eye, bruises, scratches, a lump on the back of her head, and facial swelling. Channel 2 News visited the toll taker at his Buffalo home. 51-year-old John LaBelle had been fired and charged with...
Jesus washed his disciples' feet and Peter complained too. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that one. Sorry. I was thinking about the time the one lady washed Jesus' feet with her hair. That did also happen, though. Sorry, my bad. MMO addicted. Mr. Roger was pretty big step, but that was how many years ago again? 30 plus? Go vote and pay into the bail funds now or resign from your post.
With assault and harassment. He declined comment on the matter, but did seem to want to put on some kind of show for our camera.
Is he rolling?
Yes, he is.
Oh, he is? Okay.
What's that for, sir?
My boss.
This for your boss?
Yeah, that's for my boss.
At the toll?
Yeah. He's a WWF wrestling fan.
Oh, I see.
He's a
Okay.
WWF wrestling fan, so
Yeah.
am I.
Is that...
I like wrestling.
Yeah, is that kind of how you behave at the toll?
No, I don't behave like that at the toll. What's the matter with you?
Cop pepper sprays a ghost? Cops are jumpy. They just, no matter what, oh, I gotta attack a thing. Stupid.
And so
I fell off a car and it's my own fault. I better pepper spray. What a jackass. Oh, this Hans is in this Cringe compilation. This is Hans.
just look at their faces. Do these really look like people that are about to go die? I mean, this one right here looks like 12 years old. Here we go with one of their favorite hand signs. Look at that. That's not like a natural way to hold your hand for the camera, and they do it for the camera. They know that the camera can see it. It looks like they're holding a magic wand, but there's just not a wand there. Yeah, they don't look scared. Not at all. So many photos of alleged dead bodies are just people laying on the ground.
About the tools of
Dr. Gamble with 100 bits. Ghosts is like, God, mother effer, why would you do that? I was just crossing the street. Yeah.
And there's no way to corroborate whether it's actually...
Oh yeah, World War II photos. You're probably right. I'll skip. Doon doon doon. Hans is a D-Day truther. Yeah, we've covered that video at some point on one of the Tinfoil Tuesdays. He thinks that World War II maybe didn't happen or something. I don't know. He's probably a Holocaust denier, but he hasn't outright said that, I don't think, so. That's not funny.
I take responsibility.
Yeah, this is on the line with, like, singing Imagine. Yeah. This video just has a lot of stuff I have to skip for one reason or another.
Oh, is that with my, this was my vocals though, right? Okay.
Oh, is this like an anti-abortion version of This Is America? That'd be funny.
Oh yeah.
I can't play it though, because it's probably has This Is America in it, right? No, okay.
We just wanna be pretty, pretty, that's the goal. We just want his money, get him and be whole. Why we even trying? Don't deserve a raise. Want my boss to hit it, live a life this way. We just wanna be pretty, pretty, that's the goal. We just want his money, get him and be whole.
This is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you slipping up. Hey, come on. This is America. We'll say North America. Look how we living now. The boys could be tripping now. This is America. Got rape in my area. You got a drain? Yeah. The roof is getting to your cuz. Hey, this is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you hoeing up. Hey. Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah. Crew a hoe, what's your pick? Yeah. You got an idea? Don't make it without your bitch.
Okay, I can't deal with that one.
I need you.
UFC fighter asks Shroud to chant for her. Oh no! If you have to ask for a chant, it's not really a chant, is it? It's gotta happen naturally. Have you seen a single Rocky movie? It has to happen on its own.
To do one thing for me. It's been like a dream of mine, okay? Oh, I'm shaking right now because it just means so much to me, okay? I need you to do a chant for me, okay? I'm the underdog here, guys. My whole life, I've been counted out. Nobody believed in me, and it's why I created I Believe. So I need you to chant this for me while we get our warm-up, all right? We're gonna go, here we go, evil, here we go, oh, oh. All right, ready? Let's
Oh, especially if it's something like that. If it's just your name, that's also kind of cringe. But like that's oh no.
Here we go, evil. Here we go. That's right. Keep going. Come on.
Uber driver picks up racist. Yikes.
Hi.
Richard?
Yes, sir.
What's my name, Richard?
Sure.
Yeah, what's my name?
Edgar, I think.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming out.
No problem. By any chance, do you have a mask?
No, I don't.
Do you mind to put your shirt on top right here?
I can.
That'll be really appreciated. I'm sorry?
You believe in that shit?
Yes, I do, because I have a family that is sick of that.
I don't believe our government, so.
Well, it's not the government. It's the people that is getting sick.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
He said your shirt, not your hand, asshole.
I'm a mask.
Yeah.
I've never heard of someone asking me to wear a mask. You can't do that.
Yes.
So I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're on video right now.
I'm not an idiot. Just take me home.
No.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that level of stupid.
You know something? If you had told us 1 year ago that we were going to come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something? You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
Remember when something like that was enough to, like, destroy your political career? Just a weird yell? That was nice.
Om eigenlijk dat wereldje te leren kennen. Dat zijn de defensiecadets, dat is iets nieuws. Hè? Defensiecadets is iets nieuws, is eigenlijk een soort van piloot.
In fairness, that guy was a Democrat, I think, according to what it said down there. So, Democrats have standards, whereas Republicans don't really care if their candidates are rapists or whatever, as long as they're Republicans.
project nog op dit moment in het Luikse. En dat is eigenlijk een beetje het equivalent van de marine en de luchtkadetten, maar dan meer specifiek gericht op het land- en medische dienstgedeelte. Ja, je ziet die mensen zijn nog niet zodanig goed.
I was in marching band in high school, and we marched better than this.
Gewoon van te defileren, want de drill lukt niet zo van.
U ziet dat, maar ik had dat toch niet gezien hoor.
Ik
vind dat ze erg het best doen.
Absoluut, daar gaat het om. Hè. Dus
Thing out of my ear, that hurt. The mayor of Ypsilanti made a racist comment. Oh no.
No.
Since I will be crucified if I vote against any black person on any commission, I'm going to vote yes.
I don't like you said that. That's not true. Council,
No.
we have to call the roll. We have to call the roll, Council.
You know, there has to be, you have to vote on qualifications, yeah, so come on.
Councilmember Wilcoxon.
No.
Councilmember Brown. Councilmember Sullivan.
Did you say that, Mayor? No, that's not true. We love you. Sometimes.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. I mean, he's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
Yeah, that make, yeah, of course you screw those up. Gay, blind, very similar things.
So we'll hear about that coming up.
Okay.
America comes alive as you've never seen it before. Shot in 70mm, the vast beauty of the American landscape is the backdrop for 5 stories of challenge, determination, and courage.
Man, Curtis, man, you ain't no fun.
A kid from one of the toughest neighborhoods in Chicago struggles with choices and his dream to be a doctor.
Try it out.
University and med school? It's a dream for people like us.
You told me that you wanted to be a doctor since you were 10 years old.
I'm so glad we've worked that all out.
A girl's story of survival and transition. From an overloaded boat, without food or water, to the pain of a young teen, dealing with a new culture and language.
Like, Dawn, this is our table. You have to leave. So, like, hit the road. Yeah, don't you have a boat to catch?
To becoming an American success story.
We're gonna show them how a small company does business.
Blind hatred invades a suburban community.
Merry Christmas!
Sarah, call 911.
Forcing the neighbors to face a test of integrity.
It's Mr. Belding!
Never imagined.
From Saved by the Bell! Mr. Belding, the only individual who probably has a better laugh than me. Rich Evans is also pretty up there.
Honks, that's who's.
A young man.
Mr. Belding, laugh.
Hello, everybody. I have got the funniest topic for my show today.
What?
Coach Sonsky says that some girl came in to try out for the wrestling team.
Kelly the Killer Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski. Excuse me for a moment.
I'm done. Paralyzed, struggles to recover his life.
This is to remind you who you are. You are a Navy SEAL.
From the depths of despair to the heights of achievement. Proud American. A film about freedom, opportunity,
Freedom!
and responsibility.
Opportunity, responsibility. America, nothing bad ever happens here. It's just baseball and surfing
There are many
and
reasons to
business.
be a proud American. Coming to theaters this September, Also in IMAX at selected locations.
Oh my god, look at, presented by Coca-Cola, MasterCard, American Airlines, and Walmart. This might be the most American movie ever made. It's being produced by Coca-Cola and Walmart. What? Guy tries to enter Menards without a mask. Save big money at Menards. Well, that was really off key. Menards, for those of you who don't know, is like it's like a Midwestern hardware store. It's like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, but it's just regional.
If you'd like to shop here, you have to wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, then you can go buy one over there.
I have a medical condition that prohibits me from wearing masks, so I don't know.
Then you can shop online and go online and shop. Then you can go around back.
Please?
For sure. Brian, do you have a copy? Brian?
Conditions that prohibit me from wearing a mask. It's actually a risk to my health to wear one.
Okay. Sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, you won't be able to shop in our store.
I don't get what these anti-maskers don't get. If you don't want to wear a mask, fine. But then you can't shop in the store. You can order stuff online. A lot of stores do this and either have it delivered to your house or they have a pickup location. But you do not have some constitutional right to fuck around and window shop at Menards. You just don't.
You can make your purchases on menards.com.
So I can't freely shop in the store. So you're gonna violate the Americans with Disabilities Act.
The Americans with Disabilities Act says that they have to give you some sort of reasonable, what's the word? Reasonable accommodation, I think is the wording that's used. And it's a reasonable accommodation to say, okay, in this particular instance, because we're dealing with a pandemic, hopefully one that won't last forever. Of course it won't, one way or another. But, the accommodation is that you can then shop online and have your groceries taken outside for you. That's an accommodation. You have been reasonably accommodated. End of discussion.
And discriminate me. You're not allowing me access into the store.
No.
So you're going to violate the Americans with Disabilities Act and prohibit me from entering the store for real disabilities over paranoia over a virus.
And even if you did have some sort of like disability that disallows you from wearing a mask, which I don't even know what that would look like, considering people like Baja Blast has asthma and she can wear one fine. But let's say you do have something, then guess what? You shouldn't be outside at all because you would be in a... If just wearing a mask makes it hard for you to breathe, then you were in the highest of high-risk categories. And you should be at home at all times.
Sir, we made all accommodations for Americans with the Disability Act.
Thank you.
Yep.
Walk into the store right now without a mask on.
I see that you wrote down everything you would like to say today.
Yes, I have a list of my disabilities in case you hadn't...
Dr. Gamble with 10 bits. Dude, it's private property. They don't need to serve you, period. Antipodian Squid with 200 bits. Our restrictions here in Melbourne were eased ever so slightly this past week because our cases were so low. This weekend it was hot and sunny, so of course hundreds of people fled to beaches without masks outside their allowed areas. Why? Because people are assholes. Individual people can be smart. Human beings on the whole are very, very stupid. The average just tanks based on the stupidest people among us, and there are so many of them.
An issue with my coming in. I have evidence of my disabilities, multiple disabilities that prohibit me from wearing a mask.
Please feel free to make your purchase on menards.com.
What I'll feel free to do is sue your store for a violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Paperwork sitting in a box in the closet and what's not. That would not happen in my... Sounds like Central Collection.
A man thinks black holes are racist? Oh no.
A black hole.
Excuse me. What? Excuse me. Become a what? Excuse me. Yeah, a white hole.
A pink hole.
Anyway.
I'm talking about science. I think it's could I get an apology from the commissioner in this day and time? You don't sit around.
Oh, sorry. Cascadia 93. I hate this because here in Missouri, they aren't enforcing this rule and are letting that medical condition BS slide. But they still send us security officers. But they still send us security officers there, and they can cuss us out and give that excuse, and we won't do anything about it. It's stupid. People are stupid.
Where you have diversity and refer to a black hole.
Well, sure I do. It's
You
terminology.
should.
It's science.
Yeah, but
It's called a black hole because no light can escape it. It's such a massive object that it literally no light can escape it. So it's black, like black. That's why it's called a black hole.
There was a famous issue that came up a while back about black hole. You remember this? One person said,
of course.
Person said,
and I feel the same way about black hole. I feel about Black Friday. That I feel about. I mean, what? It's Cyber
It's an
Monday
offensive
that I
term.
feel
Black
about.
hole is an offensive term.
Well, look. I understand the Wikipedia, term and the.
It's not a Wikipedia term. It's literally what they call certain stellar objects.
Astrological, scientific term. But I mean, and so next thing you'll be telling me is that, Black Friday, is a term of.
But Black Friday's a good thing.
Oh, well, I mean, every once in a while.
I'm pretty sure Black Friday is called Black Friday specifically because it's when a lot of companies make a lot of their profit for the year. It starts into the December Christmas holiday season, and they end up from being in the red to being in the black. It's Black Friday. I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from.
You'll stumble upon something that's good.
All right, what about BlackBerry? Like Barack Obama likes working his BlackBerry. That's not offensive, is it?
Well, no, because
I'm a liberal and I don't want to use anything that's...
but BlackBerry is a word as opposed to...
So is black hole!
An adjective.
Okay, what about black gold, black top, blackboard, writing on the blackboard?
Sometimes it's the context in which things are used. And maybe sometimes it's the user. It's the user.
Right.
But I still take offense to Black Friday versus Cyber Monday. I mean, why couldn't they just...
You're saying they ought to change the name to White Monday?
Well, they can change it to White Monday or do something with Friday.
White Christmas, dreaming of a white Christmas, offensive?
Well, it's not as
not
offensive.
for me because
it's not as offensive as it is. It's indicating in terms of still this society. Oh well.
There's plenty to talk about in regard to how language can be and is. I don't know if discriminatory is the right word. Pointed in certain ways, and I understand that within the English language, often things that are talked about as like being white or bright are often considered like good, and things that are dark or black are considered bad, like black magic, stuff like that. And you can absolutely talk about linguistics and how they both reflect a society's views on certain terms and what they mean in relation to other people, and also reinforce those beliefs. You can absolutely talk about that. But black hole is not the hill you want to die on this one, because it's completely misused. Like, the reason it's called a black hole is because there's no light reflecting off of it, because all of it gets sucked into it.
No, we're talking about, well, just say, why aren't you dreaming of a snowy Christmas?
That'd be much better, as long as I'm with whites.
Dumb. All right, who can I raid? Maybe live posting?
The option.
Hi, I'm American Johnson, and I'm not really an old-timey newsman. I'm a new-timey YouTube type person. So, yeah, Donald Trump got coronavirus, and I have to
All right,
admit,
thanks
my
everyone for
initial
coming to the
reaction
stream. It was
kind
fun.
of reluctant joy.
Tomorrow we will be
can
back
you
to
blame
do
me?
something
He's the
else.
most powerful fascist
Chud
on
Watch.
the planet
Chud
right
Watch
now,
is
and his
tomorrow.
negligence to take
So I'll
the
see
virus
you later for
seriously
that.
led to the
Cascadia93
deaths of
really
says, but I also
actually,
get the
there's
adverse
some tweet
because
about how,
I'm
like,
in uniform.
a lot of libs,
I have
and
people
I'm
of
not
color who
calling
don't wear masks for whatever reason. When I ask them to put it
but,
on,
like, a lot of
I get,
libs
but you didn't ask
thought
the
that
white person in
Trump
front of
getting
me. You
coronavirus
got a
would lead
problem?
to a
No, I
better
didn't ask
world,
them because they have their masks on.
which is totally bullshit. It's not true.
MMO addicted.
The reason why
Pretty sure
leftists
black white
enjoy him
magic and a
getting
lot of black white
coronavirus is just
symbolism
like
came
'cause it's
from
funny,
light,
it's pure
darkness,
spite.
night, day.
Because of course there's like
possibly, I don't know, but anyway. Thanks, everyone. I hope you have a good night, okay? Chat is valid. Enjoy Liv Posting's stream.